Hell, nope. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beneath the Tide. We got a short cast this week. One of our casts celebrating, and the other one just away for the night. So we'll be back next week with the full cast. But for now, some announcements. Busted, make me feel good. All right, so
Okay.
we have a podcast up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean. Mimics and Monstrosities. We're getting some decent amount of downloads on it. So check it out if you haven't and help contribute to the old downloads. Yes. Also, because this wasn't live last week. We have a new episode of Demystifying DMing up on the podcast. It's called Know Thy Magic. It's all about knowing your player's magic, and also knowing magic that you yourself has as a dungeon master to use against your players, which is fun. So look into it. It's really good stuff. Sam's really good at doing those episodes, so check it out if you're curious about that kind of stuff. Also, this coming Sunday, no Soldiers of the Lich Queen or no Descendant to Avernus, because I will be gone. So instead, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, we'll be streaming the second half of our War for the Stone Soldiers of the Lich Queen one-shot that we recorded like almost a month ago. It's a 20th level one-shot. It's the second half of it where we possibly play evil characters. It's a lot of fun, so come join in on the fun. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, because it's a pre-recorded thing. And then next week, back to normal with everything else. So, without further ado, when we last left off, the crew of the now Snow Minnow arrived in the Feywild and were set upon by mysterious fey creatures dwelling in the swamp that began charming the party with a beautifully haunting melody. During this encounter, Joseph unfortunately perished when he leapt off the side of the ship, why am I laughing, and falling to his death into the water 60 feet below. It was a harrowing encounter with numerous members of the group beginning to drown, but eventually they were dealt with. The crew gathered on the deck of the ship with Joseph's body to perform a resurrection ritual to bring him back, but unfortunately the ritual failed and Joseph was lost. However, Ash begged whatever entity was listening to them that it should bring Joseph back, and he'd make whatever deal he needed to make it happen. Within moments, Pipshin appeared on the deck of the ship and gave Ash the price. Life for a life, essentially. 12 years of Ash's life, and the moment Ash dies, his soul and essence belongs to Pipshin and will be bound to the Feywild. Ash accepted, and within moments, Joseph was brought back to life before Pipshin departed. While everyone was doing their own thing on the way to Noose's destination that they saw via scrying, Ogden was exploring the ship and discovered that the ship had the heart of a long-dead frost giant named Thror encased in the glass dome. On the ship, thus making the ship sentient, Thror explained he hated the names that pirates had given him and he wished to be known by his true name. After a long discussion with Ogden Boon and Giant, Thror made a deal with Ogden. He'd give him the ability to command the ship's magical properties under the condition that when Ogden's story is finished, Thror's heart be reunited with his body on the continent of Dragon's Beard. As Ogden agreed, he touched the glass dome, and Thror magically inscribed a rune on the back of Ogden's hand, which translated to Is, which was giant for frost. With Ogden saying the command word, Is, the ship was surrounded by a winter storm and began sailing incredibly fast, 20 miles per hour, in fact, towards its destination, with Thror able to steer the ship himself during the storm. And that's where we'll pick up the session, with Ogden below deck, everybody else on the top deck, as the ship is suddenly surrounded by a swirling winter storm. You all heard a booming voice echoing throughout the ship. No one understood it but Henry. And the ship just starts to rocket off through the swamp, steering at like remarkable speeds, dodging trees at the last second. Just
Baxter is still definitely drunk and probably falls out of his hammock.
Yep.
What is going on? I
Saying
heard weird words. Calvin, what's going on?
No idea. I just heard weird words, and it feels like we're going really fast.
Is
Let me-
he in the hammock next to him?
Let me
Yeah, they're both
see
like
what's
in
going
hammocks,
on.
Yeah. Oh, fine.
And Baxter's gonna look for Eclipse.
She's still on the top deck.
Yeah,
I
he
was
goes up to the top
steering.
deck. Oh. Yeah.
The wheel is just
What's
like
going on?
moving
Yeah.
on its own volition. It's like,
I don't know.
and yeah, Baxter, you get up to the top deck and you can see the winter storm just swirling around the ship.
Maybe Ogden did something?
That looks very cold, but I am comfortably warm.
Mhm.
Must be the alcohol, I guess.
Monkfish is just
All
like,
right.
Christ! And Ash is kind of like, you see Ash kind of pick up Joseph, and they both just kind of go below deck. I can't do
As
it.
they
I
go.
can't do a Scottish accent, so he's just like, I'm gonna do Irish. I am just gonna go take care of him downstairs.
Hey, you know what? Yes. I love that. Just hard cut at
Own
the
it.
plate.
Man,
yes.
I did.
Yeah.
I did an Irish accent for his dad, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Take him downstairs, and then Ash just kind of wanders off with,
Mm.
oh, and when you guys get on land, go find Noose. I think I'm just gonna stay behind and look after Joseph. And he kind of just goes below deck. Sorry, Sam. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my. And you guys see Henry
Yes.
Yeah.
wipe out. I rolled a natural one on the deck save. He slips on some of like the ice that goes onto the deck, and just all down the stairs, just down the stairs.
It was Henry. So Henry's downstairs. So
He just wipes out, falling down the stairs.
Jumpman style. I just
Oh.
hop
Oh.
over his body as I go up on deck. Take a look around. Ah, great. Looks like we're getting somewhere.
You did this?
Do you know what's going on?
Oh, our ship's commanded by the heart of a giant.
Yes, I knew that. I heard giant.
Not the weirdest thing that we encountered today.
Ow.
Ah, no.
Wait, where's
Baxter,
Ash-
can I
where's
borrow that
Ash
bottle?
knows giant?
Why, yes, I am deep in it already, so have at it. Captain Eclipse.
Oh, it's Ash that knows giant. My bad. Not Henry.
Mm.
Cheers.
Anyway, thank you. Like a long sip of water. Mm. So, any idea where the ship is taking us, Ogden?
Exactly where we need to go. Towards that the purple grass. We're gonna find Noose.
Right.
This is a... How is that one gonna... Do we have a plan?
Well, I'm hoping to send Ogden in first
than-
as a buffer. Because, as far as we know, Noose, or
Buffer.
Ogden is the only one Noose doesn't hate.
Well, I don't quite know what's going on. Seems like you know this person we're about to see.
Yes,
But,
we've told you he was part of the crew. Pretty sure we've said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know him.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know what's going on. You guys do your thing.
Just think of a little goblin who likes to peel things apart, and you're good.
That sounds like every goblin I have met.
He's
This one's a
not, like-
cleric.
Well, that's
He's
peculiar. How does that
relatively
work?
morally good.
Objectively, he throws pies
Yeah.
at people.
Yeah, but only when it calls for it. Like, every pie thrown is, like, a deserving pie to the face. Just saying.
And plays pranks.
He does. He loves it. He loves a good prank.
It sounds like he takes a lot of effort to be around.
I mean,
Not particularly.
I may have assisted in one or two of these pranks when he was with us.
Oh yeah, we all pranked Henry together. It was great.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
an
this is-
outside, like from an outsider viewpoint, from someone who's not been here that long, relatively, I think everyone on this ship takes effort to be around. No offense.
Very true statement, Monkfish.
Monkfish, what an interesting viewpoint you've taken there.
Yeah.
Are you including you are including yourself in
I'm
that?
including myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for example, Ash, kind of a dick.
That seems
Well,
very
true.
pointed. Go ahead.
Henry's kind of a, you know, about Henry. Ogden likes to talk, which is fine.
Mhm.
I mean,
Eclipse,
I don't mind it when Ogden talks. I'm just saying. You were saying?
Eclipse just does
I pull out a
stuff,
dagger.
Reckless. You charge
Just
in
hold it.
You charge in without thinking. Which
You know,
can
that's fair. That's fair.
Fuck.
Put
Who
my
else is there?
dagger away.
Leah likes to touch stuff that probably shouldn't be touched half the time, from what I've gathered.
What about Kelvin?
Kelvin, I don't know that well. I just met him technically.
Yeah. Alright.
I guess
What's your impression of Baxter?
Kelvin's the...
Baxter.
Hello.
I don't know. He likes alcohol.
This is very true.
I can't judge
Yeah.
anyone for substance
No.
abuse. I do it myself, so
Yes. Would you like one?
I don't drink.
And he holds out the bottle.
So, and then Noose, from what I remember, again, I didn't know him long at all either. Yeah, you know, apparently he would like dry people's flesh on the deck of the ship and stuff. So, you know,
Wait, people's flesh?
well, yeah, humanoids. I think it was hobgoblins. Somebody said.
No, they weren't alive, right?
Well, not when he. No, not at the time. But they were alive before. Everyone on this ship has probably killed a decent amount of people.
Yeah.
Well, I've had my own questionable actions
I
when
heard,
it comes to the bodies of the dead.
I was
So-
told Eclipse shot an unarmed old man lost at sea because he threw a fish at her. Shot him right in the head, apparently.
Well,
Whoa.
So you could say everyone
Different
on the ship.
times.
You could say everyone on the ship is morally bankrupt,
Well,
except
now,
Ogden.
Hold on.
You could say Ogden.
I,
You can say Ogden is like the. How do I put this?
wet sandwich
Or something
in an
that could-
empty cooler. Oh, go ahead.
No,
What?
more like we're the shit, and he's like this immaculate porcelain bowl
Toilet.
that you shit in. I don't know, but regardless,
That's very graphic.
but regardless,
Stretch.
I was going to say that we're a cooler full of out of date RC colas with a wet sandwich on top. Like
but
that's
RC Cola is
that's-
really good. I really like RC Cola.
then the metaphor doesn't work for you. I apologize.
Regardless,
Warm.
Justin, do you know what RC Cola is?
Yeah,
Okay. Just
Royal
check.
Crown.
the blue can.
It's Canadian,
Just making
right?
Yeah.
sure.
We have it in Canada. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Just making sure.
It's real bad. Monkfish is like,
Honestly?
so basically, it's,
Haven't had it enough to decide.
so Monkfish is like, so basically,
Lost our Royal Crown endorsement.
If you can handle any of these fuck sticks, I'm sure you can handle Noose. And you know what? Personally, I want to see the two of you interact together. I'm so excited to see that happen. It's like
You two are just such opposites.
It's like there's like this divine entity watching all of this unfold, and he's telling me that he's very excited to see this play out.
But I also anticipate they'd never interrupt each other. They'd be polite to each other in that regard.
Yeah.
Never interrupt each other.
No, I think Noose would interrupt Baxter constantly.
Well, here's the thing, though.
But I mean more theatrically, they would never jump each other's lines.
What I'm gathering, because I'm also kind of new to this crew, I never met old Baxter like you all everyone else kind of did. Which means Noose might be a little confused as to why Baxter's with us. You know?
No, I've got a perfect idea. We'll prank Noose.
I don't really think that's the best idea.
I have a feeling he knows we're here.
Yeah, I don't imagine he's far. I don't imagine.
You say far or smart?
Far.
Oh, okay.
I mean, hold on.
What would be a good prank to
all our hair is whipping by.
Yeah, it's like, but it's relatively quiet on the ship. You actually don't hear the storm. So, what kind of prank could we play on Noose? Be like, hey, everyone's dead. It's just us.
No, that's too far. That's too far.
And also too close to what is going on right now.
Fuck. I don't know. What does he like the most? Besides,
I think we should just go in with Baxter being the same person that he was.
Yeah.
And trying to fill in all the blanks. Like Baxter just de-aged himself.
Yeah.
Which is technically true.
Or I got a better one.
Very small.
If I would have had any conversation with this creature before, I would not be able to answer any questions related to those things.
I got a better idea.
And based on this thing being a goblin, would they slice my throat open?
No.
Probably not. He's not like that shark.
He waits for you to backstab him before slicing your throat open.
Yeah.
Which is why I will be going in last.
So here's my idea. What if we tell Noose that someone died, but they reincarnated as this piece of human flesh?
I'm magnificent, shut up.
Like, hey.
And Baxter just kind of sits up straight and, like, flips his coat a bit.
Like, hey, we found Ogden's dad. He was dead, but he was reincarnated as a human.
Oh, my dad probably is gonna die. It's a bummer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dang it.
You can tell him the truth that I'm a clone.
Man, I hope we're not gone too long.
Yes, by the way.
Tournament thing.
No, I know, right? No, it's always in the back of my mind.
I mean, odds are the tournament's probably cancelled by now.
Yeah, maybe. Also, maybe the Fiends are targeting Ipshire for a reason and not the other continents yet.
Maybe.
Fun stuff to think about. Maybe.
How is the rest of Ipshire, by the way? I haven't really partaken in the seas. Do you have any news?
A lot of people want to kill us.
Oh wait,
you know,
the Fiends are all over
pirates.
How are the islands?
Fine. We haven't really explored many of them. We haven't been back to Ipshire in a long time. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Basically since Noose left.
Noose came with us when we left, and
yeah.
But from what I remember, you guys got me on the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was picked up on the way to Esselvire, so.
Well, since Ipshire is doing all right outside of whatever, there was, of course, the nine hells abominations coming from the sky and
That was on
raining
Esselvire.
literal hell.
Yeah.
What?
That was on Esselvire. That we just.
Yes.
Yeah. So. I don't know. What would the fiends want to do on Ipshire? Though, like Esselvire, I get them wanting to take because it's got like powerful cities on it, but Ipshire is mostly just run by pirates. There's not really anything worth taking on Ipshire.
There might be a
No.
few artifacts.
Yeah,
that-
they might just be here for artifacts. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Do you remember how? Who was it that told us that Asmodeus was looking to raise certain individuals into his army? There was like the Black Mother that was mentioned, whoever she is.
But yeah, I remember he was trying to
Baxter-
get Prince
I think
Amin as
Baxter
well.
He wasn't here for this part.
Yeah,
This is all
that's
news.
why I went. No.
So
Yeah,
I'm-
there's
yeah,
Prince
fucking
Amin, but
Monkfish.
Prince Amin's
Mhm.
dead.
Yeah, he's gone.
Or was
we
it?
did it.
No,
One down.
It was the Blunder King that they were after.
Oh, you're right.
It was the
You're
Blunder
right.
King, the
Oopsie.
the Black Mother. Black Mother is on Ipshire, from what I remember being told. Blunder King, that's Silger, we're from Ogden. The Fungal Lich, but we prevented that, I think. We killed that asshole. Well, Noose killed that asshole, but... And then... he ran away. With the only dagger that can kill those armored assholes, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's quite a nuisance, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and then there was...
Well, it makes Noose sense.
Yeah. And they also
Ah.
wanted that first pirate individual.
Oh yeah, the one we have his law, his code.
Yeah.
have it.
And if I remember
So,
correctly, Noose wanted to deal with that Black Mother in some capacity because it was tied to like that organization he was a part of.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe tell him what's up, or like, hey, this is still going on. I don't know.
That's a good thing. You're very insightful when you stay sober for more than 10 minutes. This is great. We should have.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Mr. Boon? I'm the best man I've ever been.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you, Baxter. I was talking to Monkfish, and I gotta say, I like this look on you, Monkfish.
Yeah.
I like the old Monkfish too, but this is a interesting new look. I love
Well,
it.
I was kind of conned into coming into this crew, wasn't I? So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I mean, technically, I'm really. I've been hitching a ride for the last 2 months. In game.
Baxter puts
What
on a
even
straight
is
face and then stiffly hands Eclipse the bottle
I
as if
take
to like
it.
share it with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ogden, you've probably been with the crew for 2 months.
Yeah, something like that. Right?
Roughly.
In game.
But then there is the 2-year time skip, but that doesn't really count. It counted for the
No.
material plane, but not for everybody else. And Monkfish has probably only been a week
2
or
weeks,
2.
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because then he also was a week by himself with Joseph.
Yeah. And then Noose. Oh yeah, because that time too. So technically, yeah, there's a lot of time stuff going on, and also Noose has been in the Feywild, and who knows how much time has passed for him. Anyways.
Noose is
What
now
is
an
this?
old
The
goblin
finale?
on using a locker.
But as you guys are talking,
Oh.
the ship stops and hits dry land, and the storm goes away. And you guys see a forest. There's a little dock here, but actually no, the ship wouldn't hit the land. The ship is about 100 yards away from this dock, and yeah, there's a dock a little way, and it's like it kind of leads like into this forest that was described with purple and red grass. And Ogden, you hear a voice kind of speak on the ship, Giant. Everyone hears it. The ship rumbles while it's talking, and in Giant Ogden it says, "You will find the boats you are looking for on the side."
Perfect.
You know, like the boats you just lower down off the side. Everyone just hears a rumbling voice they don't understand. And yeah.
Ogden?
Yeah.
Jump in a boat. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, who's
Yeah,
all...
sounds good.
Ash, you're in charge!
Oh yeah, we
Right.
should make sure no one steals our ship now.
Yep. Monkfish is like, yeah, we probably need some people to stay behind then, right, and protect it.
Yeah.
I'll stay behind.
Yeah,
Kelwin will go
Just-
with you. Kelwin's
that's
like,
probably.
Oh, cool.
That's
Yes.
probably fair.
Thank you for making the decision for me.
I mean, if you're cool with it, Kellen, how you feeling?
I would kind of rather stay behind and just monitor Joseph's health and everything. I am a cleric, and currently the only other cleric we had in the party is wandering those woods somewhere. So if you find him, you got yourselves a cleric, right?
We have ourselves a solid gold pissed off cleric.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, maybe he forgot. Maybe he's too busy
Oh!
skinning
Right.
animals. He's gonna be
Yeah.
surprised when he sees me too. Oh,
Lean over to Baxter.
And,
I doubt it.
oh, and you feel a hand tugging at your robes. And you look over and it's Leah. Hi, Ogden.
Hi. Yeah. Tell me.
I have something for you. I'm not going either. I want to
Okay.
gather some like the fruits and stuff around the boat.
Okay.
And maybe just stay on the boat. I don't know. I want to do.
Great.
I want to just like look for fruits and stuff, kind
Okay.
of on the safety of the dock. And don't worry.
It is the Feywild.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be fine. I have
Just
I have the fungal lich looking over me. And she kind of taps on the staff, but she pulls a letter out of her robes, and it's rolled up with an old cat collar with a bell attached to it. Looks like it's like a note. She's like, "Can you give this to Noose when you see him?" I figured it might be best that you give it to him, because you guys are like close.
absolutely, I will give it to him. Do you want me to say anything before I give it to him, or
Just say, "Hey, this is from Leah," or actually, you can figure it out. Just make sure.
I
make
will,
sure he reads it. It's really important. It's basically an apology.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll do what I can to get him to read it. I think I should probably just have him read it, because I feel like Noose would maybe.
I spent a lot of time on it while we were sailing.
I understand. Yeah. Could you do me a favor, Leah?
Yeah.
This is a very. I don't like to ask too much of people, but this is important.
Okay.
Don't make any deals with anyone.
I'll try not to.
Under no circumstances.
No
I
circumstances.
think everybody else on the ship will make sure I don't.
Yeah, don't talk to any flowers. Don't talk to any.
Maybe I
Collect all you want.
Maybe I should just stay on the ship then.
I don't want to. If we see anything that look, you know what? We'll collect some stuff for you as
Oh,
well, because I don't want you to.
I'd
I
really
don't want this to be a
I'd really-
sunk trip for you.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate that, Ogden.
Great. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. I hope none of your circles end. And if they do,
True words.
I can bring you back.
Eclipse and I are invincible.
I've seen
Oh.
I've seen Eclipse die though, but okay.
Yeah.
But I came back.
For now. Okay.
I'm here, aren't I?
Be safe. Please make sure Noose gets that. It's really important. And maybe
Oh, we
make sure
will.
he doesn't try ripping it up or burning it or something, because I spent a lot
Yeah,
of time.
I was a little nervous. I'll keep it. I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, yeah. Baxter,
Yes.
are you sure you are up for an away mission? You seem to be pretty.
Dexter and I are up for anything.
I have found
no.
my best place. I have found my best place. Given the information that I have,
And he like pats the part of his coat where his book is.
I think I'll be fine.
Lightly
I'm-
punch
so-
Baxter's shoulders like,
I'm coming
yeah, you
too.
will.
I'm coming too. last time I was left on the ship, I almost encountered Velikash. So,
All right, yeah, Henry, you might be helpful.
wonderful.
Come on.
Well, you might encounter him again. I think Noose has
Velikash is.
a hood made of one of his heads.
Oh.
If I'm not
I
mistaken.
believe that flesh probably would have dissolved at some point. Because fiends usually discorporate, so.
Well, fair enough.
Well,
Next, I'm gonna hand this
Noose
back
is
to you
wearing
so I
something
can sober
different
up.
now.
so
Based on the scrying, Noose is wearing something different.
So, does anyone know how to steer a rowboat?
Simple, right? You just take an oar and you go like this. And he does a very bad impression of how to use an oar.
You gotta have your hands on top, so you can use your,
Oh,
your
is that-
whole arm.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
I'll
we should.
steer.
that's
I'll
how
steer
it
the
goes.
rudder. I'll man the rudder. This I think Henry. I think
It's
you and
gonna
I
go-
are gonna be we're gonna be doing
I
some
think Eclipse
babysitting.
should be the one handling it because she is the experienced pirate out of all of us. Right? I'm just a lawyer. Baxter
Just
is
doing this in the air.
a shopkeeper, and Ogden, you're a tomb dweller, delver, archaeologist. That's the word.
No, I mean tomb delver sounds
You're a tomb raider.
spicy.
All
That
right.
indeed sounds quite spicy.
So Henry's going to climb into the boat.
I also am not phantom rowing, so. All right, let's all hop in.
All right. So you guys
We're all in.
You guys row the 100 or so feet to the dock. And get off onto the dock. You can hear the sounds of just the Feywild. It's like weird chirpings and giggling, but it sounds like it's just in the distance, but also close by at the same time. It's like that, yeah. And Henry's just like, oh, this is going to be wonderful. Remember the last time we were in the Feywild?
Yeah.
We got attacked by giant
Last
ice.
time?
We were in the Feywild to rescue Ogden's mother, and we got attacked by giant centipedes in the ice.
I almost made us fight a dragon.
Oh yes, we almost woke up an ancient white dragon. But
Ogden
we're nowhere
It was
near
right
that
before I
area,
had my soul
so...
back.
Ogden Boon casts mage armor on himself.
Okay.
Boom.
But if I remember correctly, we are nowhere near that area. That was like mountains, and this is forest.
Yeah,
Forest.
lesser known fact, actually, medium level if you're intermediate in Fey studies as I am, Feywild studies. It corresponds, the Feywild, to the material plane. So we are nowhere near where we went into the Feywild last time on the material plane. So here, it would follow that we'd be somewhere different in the Feywild as well.
And we also traveled 50 miles west when we arrived, so...
Right?
Alright,
Baxter looks at Eclipse and he's just like, that checks out.
Also, we don't know how long we're going to be here this time. Based on last time, we were here for 2 days, and it ended up being 2 years outside. Hopefully it's not the same. Based on
I agree.
current circumstances. Alright, who is leading our expedition into the Feywild? You are, you little coward. Let's go.
I think I would vote for the Mapton.
Yes, the Mapton. The man who has experience with the Feywild.
I love it. I'm here, baby. Let's do it.
All right. Marching order, please. Well, you don't really need a marching order because the paths are wide enough for everybody kind of just walk side by side. But
I'm gonna walk next to
what
Ogden.
direction are you going?
Into the forest?
Yeah, there is no path.
So it's the forest right in front of us, yes?
Yeah, dense grass, like knee-high grass. There's just no path. There's like no trail. There's just the dock here. The dock looks like it's rarely used, and then there's just forest path. Like no forest path, but just dense fey forest. Purple and red and green trees, red and purple grass.
I have limited capabilities, but I do have certain spells that would allow me to maybe see this Noose character or maybe send them a message ahead of time, maybe asking for directions. So if, for instance, we are lost and don't know which way to go, we could do that.
If I'm not mistaken, I also have little owl with me.
Mm-hmm.
Little guy.
Just let's make sure I don't die here in the Feywild, or I'll die for real, brother.
Oh, wow, yeah. The consequences of my actions certainly are weighing heavily on my mind.
Your actions have consequences. No one's seen that vine.
And what if we're like, hey, Noose,
Like a little worm that came up out of nowhere?
we're like, hey,
Ow.
Noose, what if we're looking for you and he gives us the wrong directions, just for
Right,
fun, because that's what he does.
He might prank us. So I'm willing to just start walking.
Oh yes, what direction?
Okay, so
East, west, east.
well,
ahead.
east will take us back. East will take us back into the water, correct?
Correct,
Because
we're
we just
currently
came from
facing
the
west.
east.
So north or
So
west.
we're facing.
Yeah, we're facing west. So continue going west, go south, or go north.
Well, he was in the grass in that.
He could be
Stride.
right here,
He could be.
but I doubt it.
Hello.
Uh,
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
So lead on,
it-
Ogden, Mr. Mapton.
Great. Well, I'll look for the most entrance into this forest. If it's all, a tangled nightmare, I'm not gonna have us.
It's not a
Cut up
it's
our-
not a tangled nightmare. It's just trees and really tall grass.
Well, I've tucked my robe into my cargo shorts, so I have extra pockets, and I don't want to cut up my shins on wet blades of grass. That's what I don't want to have happen.
Oh, did what you need? You need a nice, soft, thick coat of fur.
Oh, Eclipse. I think
We're going to
I'm
die.
so worried about Baxter's influence on you with your drinking.
Eclipse is going down. He holds up a.
I've been drinking long before I met Baxter.
You guys hear chirping?
That's true.
You guys hear chirping to the north. Just.
You know what they say? I got nothing for this. Let's go towards the birds.
No, what do they say, Ogden? Finish the sentence.
Well, okay. Well, then you asked for it. Here we go. They say if the birds are a chirping, yeah, later the cat's gonna be burping. It's
true. We'll be
Stop.
bumping
or
later.
you'll be punished.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh, let's go!
That's a true statement.
Yeah, I'm going. We're going. I don't know why we're not walking and talking.
We're walking and talking.
It's a Sorkin D&D.
Uh,
We all need to talk a lot faster.
so
We all need to have our lines memorized.
exactly.
There
Memorize your scripts. As you guys are walking
True.
north, the grass starts getting taller, and it gets after about like 10 minutes of walking, the grass gets like waist length. It goes from knee length roughly to waist length.
Right up my
I don't
cargo
like
shorts.
this. I don't like it.
Okay. Well, let us. Hum-de-dum. Let us.
Lettuce. Lettuce is good.
This grass, since it's up that high, does it still have like
a morning dew upon it?
Nope.
That's kind of slightly wet.
Nope.
Okay. Is it like just dry grass then?
Nope.
No. Okay. It's kind of a
Is it
middling
just-
thing. All right.
Yeah.
Moist in the middle of the day? It's not
I mean, we
morning
were in a
dew, but it's
swamp.
not dry.
We were in a swamp. I'm
Is
sure
it
there's
just-
midday moisture. There's absolutely midday moisture.
Yeah, swamps
We're in
are
a
gross.
swamp.
Um,
Yeah, it's wet.
Yeah, Baxter's
God,
just
dude,
occasionally doing prestidige.
my cargo shorts are soaked.
as you're
They're
And then
soaked.
prestidigitate Ogden's shorts to be dry.
as you're all kind of walking, Ogden, because you have
Eclipse
bonkers
and Baxter
passive
just
perception.
prestidiging.
Ogden, kind of nestled in like some like low, not branches. Yeah, actually, some like low branches of a tree. There's like a little cluster of like purple feathers, and they're relatively big. They're like this big, and they're kind of just stuck into the lower branches of a tree. Like something just moved through here, and the feathers got kind of just like taken off.
A clue.
What is it? What do you see?
I see purple feathers. I want to play with them. All right.
They're
So I grab
about so based on height stuff, they're about 2 feet over your head on the branch.
Can I give the help action to Ogden?
Give me a boost.
I'm gonna boost him up.
Okay, you boost them up.
Great. And then I.
They're oily and like very. No, they're not oily. Sorry. They feel very warm and soft, and there's kind of like a fur quality to the feathers. They're kind of furry.
Great. Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab all those, put them away for Leah for later.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And what? Well, something was just here. These are still warm. Maybe that cat is a burping. Maybe this thing got eaten. We don't know. We don't
I'm not
know.
burping yet. Had enough combination.
Ooh.
Eclipse,
well,
since you're drunk, please take the poisoned condition.
All right.
Baxter's already got it.
Baxter's just
This is gonna
perpetually
go so
poisoned.
bad.
At this point,
Ogden, based on the feathers, I will allow you, if you want, totally up to you, Arcana or a history check or a nature check to figure out what they belong to.
You know, I think I've read in one of my Feywild books. I think I read
Fuzzy big
there's something about something having fuzzy feathers. That is a 30.
A 30?
Yes, because it's history is
okay.
plus 12, and I rolled an 18.
Okay. Those are owl bear feathers.
Great. So these are owl bear feathers. Leah's gonna love these. We might not, as owl bears are very protective of their territory and also ferocious and very much good at killing. So we should maybe proceed with caution. Caution, I say. Yeah.
Redirection is in order.
As you're walking, you hear kind of something heavy moving through the grass up ahead a bit, like through the trees and through the grass, like big, heavy, like just twigs like snapping and grass kind of like, yeah.
Ogden, I hear you. You're valid. And I'm gonna like drunkenly pull out a knife. But stabby is what I do best.
And about 100 feet up ahead, you guys see this massive creature that looks like a bear, but it's covered in purple feathers, has an owl-like face, and is just kind of like looking around all dopey-like, and then it stands up on its hind legs to look around,
I'm gonna hide.
and everybody makes stealth checks. Baxter and if everyone's like dropping into the grass, Baxter and Eclipse do it with disadvantage.
disadvantage.
The grass should be about this high.
What?
If you were saying like it was getting higher and higher.
26.
And
It's about like up to here. Like,
sorry, I misunderstood.
right under the pecs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right under the pecs at this
Holy
point.
shit!
You rolled 2 nat 20s?
All right.
No.
Okay.
So
I'll
with
say.
disadvantage, what'd you guys get? Eclipse and Baxter.
Yeah.
26.
What'd you get?
I got an 8. I got an 18 with disadvantage.
Okay, and
My
Ogden.
first one was a 22.
What is this? It's a stealth roll?
Yep.
Your boy rolled a 5. Why are you hiding? What? Everyone's hiding?
Pull Ogden down into the grass.
Yeah.
I'm being pulled!
Alright.
And Henry.
So, oh yeah, Henry. I forgot to roll Henry's stealth check.
Non-drunk one is like,
That's so funny that the drunk people are just like, the drunk people look at each other and just go, shh.
Henry got a 14. So this thing looks over just as Ogden and Henry get pulled into the grass, and it kind of cocks its head, drops down to all fours, and starts slowly approaching where you guys are. Didn't exactly see you, but it heard sounds. So it's slowly... Yeah, 2 people failed to check.
I'm gonna try to pull Ogden and crawl out of the way.
Yeah. Baxter looks at Eclipse and gives a thumbs up because he thinks they did good.
And you can hear it sniffing.
Hey, brother.
And it's getting closer, just...
Hey, brother, fly up and distract that thing. But get away. But fly up and distract that thing.
Alright, brother, and then... And it kind of lifts up on its hind legs, and you see it has gotten close enough to do a swipe, but because he's an owl, flyby.
Yeah.
So
Can I frisbee toss?
It kind of looks. It's the owlbear's 5 feet away in the grass, just standing up, and it's looking up at where Icarus went. It's kind of looking for him. It's gonna sniff again to see if it can find you guys.
Can I sneak attack before we start initiative, like surprise round?
Yeah, go for it.
Is it attack rolls that also have disadvantage? Or just
yes.
ability checks?
It's just attack roll, so you don't get sneak attack.
Oh,
Because you're poisoned. Yeah. The rogue being drunk has some disadvantage.
But you said he was within 5 feet.
I'm still gonna rule that in.
no,
Yes,
you don't get
he
sneak
has
attack if you have disadvantage. That's like the one thing.
But she's poisoned, so I'm
Right,
ruling it.
but if
that
you
she,
have-
I'm ruling it.
right,
that
but
she's
if you
at-
have-
I understand.
Right.
I understand. But I'm ruling it as disadvantage because she's poisoned and drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's... Yeah, so I was... It's like you would have advantage for being being hidden, but disadvantage for that, so it would cancel it out. And since someone's within 5 feet, there would still be sneak, is what I was saying. But
Sure.
I will leave it up to your ruling because you know the scenario that you're trying to develop. So
Just saying it
Sorry.
makes sense because she's drunk. But
Yep.
go ahead, just roll straight attack.
I'll take that.
and I would agree with that.
Straight?
I would agree
Alright.
with that.
Alright, 19.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's.
Oh, and you're technically also prone because you dropped down into the grass.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all.
Yeah, 6 and a
So.
D4. Ooh. 6, 12, 18, 19, 22, 31 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you stab into this owl bear, and it immediately swats at you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't hit. And it kind of just looks down at all the... you advantage because you're prone. Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
And it looks down at all 4 people prone on the ground, right in front of it. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh. All right.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Cool.
Henry did bad.
So did I.
Oh, Henry gets advantage, though. Okay. Because of his flail. Alright, Eclipse, what'd you get for initiative?
Nice.
9.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled a nat 1.
And because you're drunk, initiative is also at disadvantage.
I can't roll lower than a
Let
1,
me roll
Justin.
that again then.
Alright, Ogden Boon, what'd you get?
Oof.
Got a 2.
Oh! And Baxter.
8.
8. Oh, fuck.
With a
That was rolled a 13 for Icarus.
Icarus isn't here. He
He flew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's not.
Icarus
he-
got 13. Okay.
I mean, even if he's within 100 feet, I think I was trying. The point was like if you're like out hunting pheasants in tall grass, like it's scary when something pops up. I was hoping to throw off the owlbear or like,
Okay.
oh, that's what that
Now
sound.
I've thrown
But-
him
But
off
then
his
Eclipse
rhythm.
stabbed it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
All right. The owlbear goes
It's good.
first,
Mm-hmm.
and 4 of you are
Come
prone
at me.
right in front of it. And
Come
it's
at
gonna
me.
make 2 attacks. It's gonna go down with the claws on Eclipse with advantage because you're prone.
Mm-hmm.
11 plus 7, 18 to hit.
Just hits.
So it comes down with its claws, and you guys can see this owlbear's claws rake into Eclipse's chest and just slash down her front. You get the idea it wasn't going to attack until you stabbed. Just curious.
How would we know? How would we know
Because it was
that?
just curious. Just like,
Gotta
Oh,
+0 to animal handling.
yeah, so
Yeah.
damage. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
gotta look at prone. It's just with advantage. Yes, prone is just advantage.
But I can't be knocked prone.
But you are prone.
I don't know that any of us has animal handling.
Leah does.
Down here, 13. You take 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Noose and I are gonna have a little chat when we find him.
What did Noose do? Alright.
I need him to heal me, like,
Oh.
now.
Oh.
And then it's going to slam its beak down into someone else. D4 to figure out who it is.
Baxter's right next to her, so.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're all in a little cuddle puddle
Yeah.
right there.
Baxter, that is a 18 to hit as well with its beak.
That hits.
Beak comes down into like your belly, and it's like it peels a piece of flesh out from your like a strip, just
Whoa.
with its beak.
I was using that.
And Baxter, you take 10 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
That'll end the owlbear's turn, bringing it to Henry, who's gonna use half movement to stand up and be like, "Oh, I don't want to hurt it." He's gonna look at it. I'm so sorry. And be disadvantaged if he did Eldritch Blast. So his like right hand gets covered in those chains as a flail comes out, and he's just gonna hit it twice with the flail. He's like, "I'm so sorry," and Carnifex is like, "I'm not." Natural 20 on the first hit. And we're not doing max damage. We're not doing max plus rolled anymore. We're just doing either rolled multiply at once
Double rolled.
or roll damage
Yeah.
dice twice.
Ah.
16. 20 points of magical bludgeoning damage. And then this thing was stabbed already, so it's looking bad already. It's like he cracks it on the top of the head, or anyway, it's standing up. So the flail kind of swings up and hits it in the side of the head. He's gonna go for a second attack against it. 16, yeah, that hits. For 3 plus 4, 7 points of magical bludgeoning damage. Oh, this thing's looking so bad. Ooh, the encounter tracker updated. It shows color when people are at low hit points. Icarus's turn.
No, that doesn't make sense.
100 feet up in the air.
Can I have him? He's how many feet in the air? Did you say?
You said you wanted him up like 100 feet, so he's 100 feet up in the air.
Yeah, like would have taken off. Yeah. Would I make like a roll for him looking around, like trying to survey and see if there's any? He's kind of like a flare with eyeballs.
All
that
right.
I'm trying to.
He could, but you can't.
assess
You're not looking.
situations.
You're not looking through his eyes right now, so he would have to like come down.
No,
Okay, by the way.
and bring him the information. What was the by the way? I'm sorry.
So like yeah, he wouldn't be able to like. Yes, you're not looking through his eyes. You wouldn't be able to know this, but he'd have to like basically like speak it out loud. But yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say sorry.
So what's he looking for?
Noose or a tactical advantage.
All right. So the action would be the perception check.
Great. Cool. Thank you. Oh, okay. Cool. There it is. Hello, Owl Tab. That's wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a.
Or is perception? Owl should have a perception. Yeah.
It does. It definitely does. And he has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or sight.
Yep. So advantage.
Okay, yeah. So it stays at an 18.
Lots of trees. No sign of Noose. Nothing really tactical. But he does see what looks... Actually, sees a den nearby. About half a mile up the road.
Okay. Like...
We're not
in
up the
our
road,
intended...
But, like, the direction you were going. Yeah, there's a den
Yeah.
half a mile up the road.
I got you.
And he would
I knew what you
also
meant.
actually see, based on height, because at this 100 feet up, he'd be above the canopy currently.
Oh, cool. That's open.
In the distance, about another couple miles, would see the Rose Court.
Oh, okay. So
And
we're
those-
within 2...
Yeah. And then the mountains that you guys were at previously, not too far to the west.
Okay. All right. Cool.
You get the idea. This is the forest that you all saw when you were going up the mountain. Like, you had the two paths to choose. There was the forest and the mountain. And you assume... Well, you can't assume yet because Icarus is seeing this. But that's basically the layout.
Cool. Awesome.
There's
Perfect.
the mountain, that open plain, and then
Mhm.
the forest.
Perfect. Awesome. The mission accomplished. Exactly what I wanted to do. Great. Then that is his turn.
And then, so yeah, Icarus could probably assume Noose went in this direction because he probably wouldn't want to stray too far from Miss Marion.
Yeah, he would be somewhere perhaps within. If I'm putting together the purple grass and the proximity to the rose court.
Yes. Anything else for Icarus?
You got this, brother. He's just gonna shout encouragement.
Okay. Eclipse, it's your turn.
I'm going to hide again.
This owlbear looks
Bonus action?
super wounded.
I'm gonna hide against.
Disadvantage.
Yep. Ooh, well, one was a nat 1. One was another.
So,
was a nat 20.
You got a nat
but
1,
I can't.
So
But because
Nat 1's
of my
still-
ability.
nat 1's still an automatic fail.
Well, I guess I'll just stab him with disadvantage.
Did you use a bonus action to hide? Or
Yeah.
try to? Okay, yeah, so it just tracks you as you get up from the grass because you were currently prone. So it can kind of see it crawling through the grass.
Uh-huh.
And then you just...
I'm not gonna use that then.
Are you standing up to attack or doing it while prone?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up to attack.
Okay, so you stand up this time to attack. It has 1 hit point, by the way. So
Great.
this thing got
Well,
fucked up.
that's another nat 1.
Yeah, you just so like the alcohol, and you just go to stab at it, and you just take a feather off.
Hey, Ogden, I burped.
Anything else?
And I like throw it out and I miss. No, that's my turn.
All right, Baxter.
What do I know about owlbears? Pretty much nothing, right?
Pretty
This is
much
my
no-
first time seeing one.
It is.
Okay. Alright.
Basically, you know whatever Ogden said about them. They're
Okay.
ferocious, and they defend their territory.
Alright. Baxter will... Does he know if he can, like, do non-lethal damage with a spell?
You can certainly try.
Yeah. He's going to cast Mind Sliver and just say into its mind,
Mind Sliver still does
begone.
damage, though. Based on
Yes, it does.
its current state, it could probably kill it, though.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't... I mean... One, he doesn't know if this thing speaks any languages, but he's still going to try to speak into its mind and tell it to leave. And Cast Mind Sliver.
Okay. Intelligence saving throw.
And he'll try to have it be non-lethal, just like, you know how when things get like an electric shock and they're just like, ah, no, I don't want that. And then they walk away. He's like trying to like send it a message in its brain that makes it question reality.
Intelligence
like, oh.
Intelligence saving throw is 11 minus 4.
Cool.
So roll damage.
Yeah. I rolled the damage I rolled was 11.
Okay. Has 1 hit point.
Yeah.
It kind of lets out a loud, painful squawk, and then just drops into the grass.
Baxter's still prone, like, ugh.
And about 40 feet away, you hear more kind of shuffling, quieter shuffling, smaller shuffling, and you see 3 owlbear cubs follow out of the grass and see their felled mother, and they just look and they book it, just.
Oh, damn it. I fucked up, guys.
Well, I hate to speak too much to fulfill another prophecy that Monkfish had, but it seems he was right about your impetuous and my want to talk. So, I guess we don't really see our patterns until they're laid out in front of us.
She was just trying to protect the babies. And I'm gonna kneel down beside the owlbear and just start petting it.
It's
like,
still breathing.
I'm sorry.
It's still
Yes,
breathing,
and if we...
but just barely. You get the idea. It's like in the process of dying.
Can I... Oh, is this a bad idea to try to do a medicine check on this thing?
Trying to stabilize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to help stabilize it, or to help
So
action.
since he's giving you the help action, but you're drunk, just give me a straight d20 roll.
Yeah, it's gonna be... I'm pretty sure it's just a +0. Yeah.
Oh.
8.
You go to stabilize the stab wound that you dealt it, and it was a really deadly stab wound.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right up the
definitely-
chest.
You can definitely tell you probably nicked an artery or something, and yeah, you can't.
Oh, dude, am I a bad
you're-
person?
You know what this means,
Ah.
though. In order to evade retribution, we have to go kill those cubs.
No.
Yeah.
What?
No.
That was out of care. I'm joking. Baxter would say that.
Oh. Well, you're not a bad person for protecting the people around you.
Well, that's what she was trying to do as well, and he points down to the owlbear.
Oh no, whoa. Here, context clues. We can communicate to someone to maybe alleviate some guilt, because I feel like you're gonna feel this for a while. I'm so sorry, Eclipse.
Does anyone have a healing potion we could give it?
I may.
I have a greater healing potion.
Well, it's just our fault.
Is that
So
is
Like, Baxter reluctantly holds it out in front of him.
If you want to use it.
Henry will grab it and give it to Eclipse. It should be you.
I am going to step 5 feet back.
So is Henry. Just
Yeah, Baxter's stepping back as well.
Oh, I hope nope. I don't have speak with animals. And it's not technically a beast, so we can't speak to it. And he just kind of steps back 5 feet.
I wonder if
gonna-
it knows any languages. Does it know any languages? We'll find out. I'll tell
Ogden,
it to
you
just
would know
be gone.
owlbears don't understand any language or speak any languages.
That's a negatory, Baxter.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna try to give it the healing potion.
Okay, so you pour the greater healing potion down his throat. Roll me 4d4 plus 4.
2, 3. So many D4s. Alright. Ooh. 8, 10, 12, 16.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
The wound that you dealt it, you can see like the arteries kind of healing and like repairing themselves and the wound closing.
I'm gonna hide.
Stealth check with disadvantage.
Ooh, 29.
29. Okay. It gets up. It kind of sits up. Looks around. Sees Henry, Baxter, and Ogden standing.
So,
Locks eyes with Henry. Because he dealt some serious damage to it too. And then just kind of goes... "Rrrr." And in the distance you can see those cubs kind of poke their heads out. And then it just kind of saunters over to its cubs, and the rest of they just kind of disappear into the woods.
Goodbye, healing potion.
We saved it!
Not everything has to be fought in D&D.
also,
Just like tears of joy now.
and again, another impetuous choice pays off for Eclipse. Great. I am going to suggest. As Icarus starts to circle down and lands on my shoulder, he, I imagine, relays that information.
He would have,
to
yeah,
me.
as soon as he saw it, he would have relayed it telepathically.
Dope. Great. Then I suggest we perhaps avoid the den. I'm assuming that, again, this is mostly an assumption. I read a book a while ago about owlbears, but I don't imagine that we want to go to a den that it would be in. So, but also, good news, friends. 2 miles away, there is the Rose Court that we've been to before, some of us.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Right?
Good times were had there.
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
Still
Yeah,
like
it's only-
crying a little.
yeah, and my mom's there. If my upbringing was any indication, she's gonna, be able to find any material and make delicious food with it. So,
Oh, I am quite hungry.
Same, especially for Marion Boone. Marion Boone sort of whip 'em ups, as we say, growing up.
When was the last time we slept?
Ding dang, I cannot remember.
It was a long time.
My notes remember.
I'm a little sore.
Well, it was when we. Oh.
I only have 35 hit points.
I don't really sleep, so I don't really keep track.
It's been more than a day.
It's been a long day.
So... And Ogden would have got 4 hours trancing on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you're not at the points of getting exhaustion yet.
Uh,
But you're close.
Yeah.
I think Ogden should be okay, because when I came back, I was
Mm-hmm.
dirty. Piggybacks, anyone?
No, thank you.
I'm good. You probably couldn't support the weight of my armor anyway. No offense.
None taken. I'm easy breezy. I'm loving these cargo shorts. Starts taking deep lunges.
Baxter's drinking from his water.
Well,
Easy breezy, beautiful cover boy.
if the Rose Court's nearby, that means Noose might be close.
That's my assessment as well.
And you
So,
have the letter Leah gave you to give to him?
Right up here in my right breast pocket.
So we send Ogden in first. for sure. Maybe I can go in next.
I mean, I think we should send Baxter in next because
Maybe
it could
not,
pique his
'cause that
curiosity.
Maybe.
He might get distracted that you and I, betrayed him.
Well, I mean,
I didn't really betray anybody.
yeah, in fairness, Henry can lawyer his way out of that situation because
Yeah, that's true.
he also was not there and not part of any decision-making process.
Yeah. So Ogden, Henry, Baxter.
Yes,
me?
I was at the ship, so.
Yeah, that's right.
I think.
Ogden, I burped again.
You know, I love these hot updates you keep giving me. It's great. I love it. Yeah, I think.
So, are you talking in the direction?
Yeah, we're walking towards the direction, sort of Rose Court.
As you get about another, so you pass the den.
Great.
Awesome. You can hear sounds coming from inside. What sounds like cubs mewing and stuff. Let's just keep going. Henry's like, let's just keep a brisk pace. And after about another half mile, there's a lot of flattened grass in the area, and there is a fey-like looking stag dead on the ground, and a lot of its hide has been peeled off.
Immediately hiding in the grass.
Stealth check with disadvantage because you're still drunk.
I mean, I always have disadvantage, Justin.
True. That's right. Your armor.
27.
27. All right, you into the grass. Yeah, there's
Baxter's standing next to her. What's going on?
But yeah, there's a dead fey-like.
To know that I'm here.
There's a dead fey-like stag in the grass. Its fur is kind of covered in like flowers and stuff. Like just it looks like flowers grow out of the fur. And its antlers are incredibly mossy, and it's just dead. And not all of the hide has been peeled off, but like sections of the hide have been peeled off, and one of the antlers is missing.
I'm gonna whisper up to Ogden. Definitely Noose's work.
Oh, a very
and
crafty
Baxter's gonna
owlbear.
Baxter's gonna hunker down next to Eclipse and just kind of be like, "Is this what we're doing?" And he's gonna do a stealth check.
Disadvantage.
Or he's gonna try to hide. Disadvantage. That's a 10.
Okay.
It's so nice having a plus 26 and not having to roll below a 10. Unless it's in that one.
And this corpse stinks. So you get the idea it's maybe a couple hours old. And this scry happened about a couple hours ago. So there's flies around it now. And you get the idea this is what the thing Noose was carving apart in his scrying.
Let's keep going. I'm just gonna dash beside you guys in the grass.
Yeah. I'd like to
crawl dashing next to them.
Would I notice any blood trail or any sort of tiny parting of the grass that would indicate a direction that Noose might have taken?
Perception check. Or
Perception.
investigation, based on how well you want to investigate the area.
Yeah, I guess I'll investigate and try and figure out if there's a direction. Yeah, I'll do an investigation check, please. Oh boy, that is a 24 investigation.
The direction you're going, there's little kind of parts in the grass, and you can see a little bit of detritus that might have been left behind.
Yeah. Well, all right. This is the direction he went, so.
Lead the way, Ogden. And I'm
You
going
got it.
Wait for the others to get in front of me, so that I'm not in front.
Right.
I'm gonna be in back.
Alright, that sounds good.
You guys keep
Alright.
walking.
Sorry if you can hear my dog panting.
It's
He's
all good.
having a panic attack.
Oh, poor guy.
puppy.
Fireworks.
Oh,
Ugh.
same here. you guys start walking, and after about just 5 minutes of walking, you see something carved into a tree. They look like little tree like markers to kind of that someone would carve to kind of make a path for themselves to kind of like remember where they are. And you see little carvings in the trees about 20 feet away. You can't make out what the carvings are from this distance, but there's definitely clearly something carved into the tree.
I approach the tree. I'm curious about this.
Okay. It's a smiling face.
I want to take a little note of it.
Yeah, it's just a smiling face. Carved into the tree. About goblin height in the tree too. The grass like around it has kind of been like bent down and parted like from something maybe standing there for amount of time so there's a part in the grass or depressions in the grass, and then like little face carved into the tree about goblin height.
I'm gonna guess that someone wasn't carving with their hips, so this is probably Noose's work.
So we're getting close then.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Lead on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. Keep going straight.
I'm drinking water to try to sober up faster.
Okay.
I don't know if it's working.
Okay. But another 20 minutes of walking, you guys come to an interesting display. There's kind of an area where there's no grass, it's like a little clearing, and that kind of continues onward. But in the clearing,
Pinkies are just spinning.
there's a stump, a lone stump, in the middle of this entire clearing. There are no trees within 30 feet of this stump. Just a lone stump. And there's like stuff. You're not super close to the stump. You're still about like a good 50 feet away or so. Like you're kind of just beyond the tree line. But there's definitely stuff carved into the stump too.
As I approach the stump, can I reach down and grab a pebble or two from the ground?
Okay.
Just want to. I would definitely get within 5 feet of it. See if I can squint and read the carving at all, or like just take in what it says, or.
All right. You
Is
get
it the
close
hit
enough.
list? What is it?
I need to look at your character sheet real quick.
Ogden Boon, a fly guy,
Okay.
ready to dig up graves. What?
You don't recognize the language carved into the stump. It's like all around the outside of the stump. But as you get close to the stump, it looks like the top of the stump, is a hinged lid. So the top of the stump is a hinged lid. And it's currently locked.
I'm going to use an action to use a 10th level ability that I have. I forget the name of it, but it allows me to, until my next rest, I can. It takes one action to do it. I can. Tell me. Pick between seeing the ethereal plane, seeing invisible, or seeing. Yeah, it's the third eye. Is the ability. So I'm going to pick read any language.
Okay. Communion stump. It says communion stump, no touching.
I'm gonna take one of those
Oh,
pebbles.
and with this one, do you see invisible stuff, or are you just doing the language?
It's only language. So if there is invisible stuff, I can't see it.
Okay.
Like it's because I have to choose between the
How
two.
close are you to the stump?
I am within 5 feet.
Cool.
Like I said,
So
like,
as
I was
you
trying
walk
to
up,
see
you walk
it
up
and
and
then
start looking at the language. Out of nowhere, Eclipse, Henry, and Baxter see Ogden get hoisted up into the air by an invisible snare by the ankle, and he's just hanging upside down in the air by his ankles. And the rope isn't attached to anything. He's invisibly like ensnared up in the air.
Whoa.
Can I look around to see if anyone is nearby that isn't a friend?
Perception check still with disadvantage.
Cool. Okay. Proficient in
Ogden, you're about
perception.
25 feet up in the air, and upside down.
Whoa, that's high.
14.
14, you don't see anything.
Okay, I'm
Just
gonna
Ogden
try to go
upside down.
cut Ogden down.
You have to find the rope first.
The stump said, oh, well, take your time.
Oh, I know.
This is the communion area. What did he say? Communion.
Communion stump, no touching.
Thank you. It said communion stump, no touching. It's my fault for touching. My bad. Just hanging upside down.
This knows exactly what this whole setup is for.
Yoo-hoo.
Sorry. Can I try to throw a dagger up at the rope and cut it from above Ogden?
Disadvantage.
You're trying to throw. Don't. Don't.
Mm-mm.
Henry's
shaking his head too.
Okay.
Don't.
I'm going to
Don't
stop.
throw. You've been drinking too much. Don't throw a knife at me, please.
I'm sorry. What? No, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But like,
No, it's okay.
How can we? Can someone dispel magic or something? Because this has to be a magical thing. I think. I don't know magic. What if I do
Yeah,
magic missile up the rope?
I can
I
do
still
that.
have one of those
Get ready to catch Ogden Boon. I can do that.
Nah, you know what?
And
This
dispel.
is. I might be able to. I can actually get down by myself. If you guys don't mind. Because I don't think I need to worry about it. But you might want to cover your ears.
I'm gonna step away.
Henry
A
steps
few
back.
feet and
How close
cover
did you
my
actually? How
ears.
close did you get to the stump eclipse?
Probably 5 feet.
Okay, cool. As you go to step back, you're up in the air too.
No deck save.
No.
Fuck.
You were right next to me, you fool!
So Henry's kind of looking up at the two people just suspended invisibly up in the air. Carnifex is like.
I mean, can I try to use my strong abs and lean up and try to cut myself down?
Strength check with disadvantage.
Ooh, I mean, I'm already bad at strength. Ooh, 4 and a 3
Nope.
plus.
You're just like. The armor plates are kind of
yeah.
like restricting. Armor's like restricting your movement really, and you just can't.
Are we running? Are we smacking into each other at all?
Yeah, you guys are like dunk, dunk.
Sorry.
Question: can I make a con save to see if I can keep my recent ingestions down?
Totally.
Okay, disadvantage was a.
No, it's not a save. It's just
Oh,
ability checks
it's not
and
a save?
attacks. Yeah.
Okay, con save is. Oh shoot, I rolled 2. Con save is a 9.
And all what you just ate.
So like,
just
or
comes-
swinging and
just
like a little
comes
bit gets
out.
on Ogden.
Oh, good. That's what I needed today.
Sorry,
Ogden,
I'm
make a
sorry.
dex save to see if you can like swerve your rope out of the way of this projectile vomit.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
We'll say with disadvantage because you're. Oh wait, you both are technically restrained because of the rope, which means the strength saves automatically fail.
Oh, great.
And dex saves automatic.
No, sorry. Strength saves do not fail. Dexterity saving throws automatically fail, so Ogden, you just get coated in Eclipse's
I
vomit.
just want to. Okay, I'm so. I'm so sorry.
Henry just turns and looks away. I can't look at that.
It is a armor blowing upside down. It is a
Oh yeah, it would
unique
go up your nose
experience.
because you're upside down.
Yeah, no, it's a unique experience having vomit go up your nose. That's new. That's new.
I'm so sorry.
That is no. It's also catching on all the ripples that I've made my robe go through because I tucked him into these damn cargo shorts. This was
Try to
it was a
reach
poor-
over and cast prestidigitation on Ogden.
Okay, you clean.
Let me help.
You can clean all the puke off of him.
Let me just keep it.
I'm gonna also do it on myself because I probably have some on my face.
Okay, yeah.
Like definitely smacking into each other. Okay. Well.
Just to help.
Any other ideas, fellas? I won't. I won't.
Don't get close to the stump.
I mean, there's vomit on the stump.
Yeah,
Maybe
yes,
that's.
Carnifex. I think they know not to get close to the stump.
But maybe that vomit that just knocked on the lid of that stump will.
I need
It's a
perception
wet knock.
checks from Ogden and Eclipse with disadvantage. With disadvantage for Eclipse.
Perception.
Yep.
14.
14?
I think you beat me. I didn't have something. Yeah, it was an 8. Still.
Yeah, there's a lot of fireworks. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Huh. Let me look through my notes to see if that check succeeds. Just looking through my notes. Sorry, my notes are taking a really long time to load. They're paper notes. You guys don't hear anything. Just
Don't hear
the
anything.
sound of your exasperated situation. Should we try getting them down,
Nick?
Baxter?
I guess.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
What's up, Boone? Mr. Boone, do you have a plan? Would you got something?
I have no plan. I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna try maybe going for my ankle.
Okay. To break free from
To see
restraint.
if I can feel anything. Because I don't know.
Feels
if
like a
it's-
rope.
Oh, so it does feel okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You feel a rope around your ankle.
Great. Yeah, I guess I'm going to attempt to at least crunch my way up and
Okay.
try.
Since you're trying to break free from restraint, I do need a strength check. Not a strength saving throw. Sorry, yeah, a strength check.
Strength check.
Yep. And then you're gonna
Oh,
fall 25
boy.
feet. Ooh. Baxter, what do you think we should do?
Catch them, obviously.
But if we get within 5 feet of the stump and we get hoisted up too.
So I
Yes.
rolled a natural 1 on that strength check.
All right. You go to grab the rope and you feel the blood rush to your head really quickly. And just for the sake of comedy, you're unconscious. You just pass out for a couple seconds. Just
Ogden?
all the blood draining to your head, and then you sudden quick movement. You just kind of go unconscious.
So now I'm just.
Are you all right?
Carnifex is just laughing audibly.
I
Carnifex,
haven't-
stop.
I'm not. This is not a great experience. The first time I met Noose, I was in a trap as well.
Oh, that's right.
So, it's a trap very similar to this one. So, I'd like to say that it's not just the blood rushing to my head that I think it's fortuitous, but it's making it a lot easier for me to say it. Whew! Oh, I've got one idea. Now go with me on this one.
Okay.
Help! Help! Yes.
Help!
Is there a follower of Pipshin out there who played a prank on us? Help! Yes.
At the moment, you guys don't really hear a response. No sounds, anything. Carnifex's laughter is kind of drowning most sounds out. Yeah.
Can I
Well,
try? Go ahead.
Well, we lost two
Someone
already.
Please get us down. Please. I'm gonna.
From
no.
the tree line to the north, you guys see a little green goblin sauntering out.
Hello?
You see him just kind of like creep closer.
Noose!
No.
Hi!
Hey,
Hi, Noose.
you guys saved the world yet?
No, not quite yet. It looks like we're needing to be on the receiving end of some saving.
Does Noose know how to get him down?
I'll say yeah, because he made this whole thing. So
Yeah. You see him go to the stump, going in a very particular pattern around the stump, like side shuffling, and then do something like this, and he'll turn sideways, turn like 90 degrees, and then shuffle a little bit like this, and he'll like poke a little like knobby little button on the stump, and then you guys will start lowering very slowly.
and
Is it the rhyme from the pacifier?
And that's the Peter Panda dance.
and as the two of you like touch the ground, Noose kind of standing there at the stump, looking at you two. We're gonna take a quick break right there, and we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll see you all very shortly. Unmute myself. Hello, everybody. We are back. Ogden and Eclipse have been lowered to the ground. Noose standing right there, looking down at the two of you. Baxter and Henry are kind of standing about 50 feet back, relatively in the tree line.
Hello, greetings, salutations. How are you?
Hey. I'm alright. What are you guys doing here?
Specifically, we came to see you. And if I'm being honest, I'd also like to see, my mumsy as well.
Alright, this way.
And he'll start walking to the thing and take him to Miss Boon.
Oh, Henry races after to catch up.
I take the exact same steps that he takes around this.
You see him looking at you and going like, rotate.
Yeah.
But then once you leave like the 10-foot radius of the stump, he just starts walking freely, and you're good to go.
Henry races up to catch up. Oh, hi, Noose.
Yeah, hey.
I brought a friend. It's
How's things?
It could be worse.
Carnifex, how's it going?
Hey, really good. Aside from the whole fiends taking over, places we've been.
Does Noose know if a spell like Forbiddance is, or, Hallowed is in the area, in case Carnifex...
Hallowed probably wouldn't be cast in the Feywild, because it would affect the Fey that live there.
You can choose, I believe. But I'm not sure. Maybe I should check into that. Sorry. You got it. I'll go by you.
Yeah, Hallowed does specifically, I think either way, yeah. No.
Okay.
So Noose, how is my ship?
Oh, wait, you're still captain, that's right.
Well, actually, we're all captains.
I'm
Henry,
gonna punch Henry to shut up.
Shut up. Be cool. Be cool for 12 seconds.
Lawyers don't lie.
No one's lying. Don't. Shut.
Okay.
God.
What's going on?
Baxter, this is Noose.
Oh, Baxter, Noose, Baxter.
Oh, hello. Who is this guy?
Noose climbs up his coat.
He's like, who are you? I am Baxter. Baxter! What are you doing? You don't look like Baxter. I am Baxter.
And he's looks between the very focused goblin eyes in his face and you and everyone else.
Died.
Great.
Are you gonna hurt him? No, I am much too drunk for that right now. No, okay.
And he lets go with one hand and kind of leans back at it and looks at you guys.
This guy. Oh wow.
And he gives him a slap.
Oh!
And Noose will hop off of him and
Be like, Ogden.
Yeah. So you have my ship, right?
Oh right, yeah.
he digs into the bag of holding, shoulder deep.
Oh.
And he flips it up into the air in your direction.
Catch.
Yeah, you catch the bottle with the void moss still inside of it.
Ah. Great.
Maybe we should tell him about Thror, just in case there's no surprises.
Wait, what?
Yes, of course. So, as I was about to say before getting corrections from the lawyer, no. Listen, don't be anybody who you're not. I appreciate it. But we got to work on your prank skills. Maybe you can help him out, Noose.
prank.
I
I'm
was.
not
Oh
trying to
yeah,
play a
I could
prank.
I could help you out.
No, I know you're not. I was. I'm holding this ship to tell you now. After your leaving us, when you made me captain, I started enforcing a all captains rule, where everyone is a captain of a different task or mission on the ship. Like Eclipse is the captain of initiative or initiation, captain of initiation, and Henry is a captain of laws. Baxter, we're still trying to think of a good one for him. I personally like captain of libations. I think that is a role he could do perfectly. What do you think?
Sounds amicable. I could do that, I suppose. Public relations sounds about right. Yes. Yes.
We can. I think we should put a pin in public relations, as long as we put a caveat on it. I think that was one we'd have to put to a vote. I'd say.
Captain of HR.
But
He's the only human.
No, oh, Henry.
Yeah, well,
Excuse
Henry's
me?
like half demon. Henry's like half demon. Okay,
Devil.
half
and
devil.
he's
you.
still melding with him.
And Ash is not a
so
human,
wait.
technically.
Mm-hmm.
So wait.
Technically.
I'm
Everybody
half.
the captain?
Yeah. That is what I did with the captainship you gave me, as I insisted, because of the history of our captains that I had witnessed. It's a heavy position. It's a lot of hard decisions, and I figured if we spread those around and enforced responsibility on everyone, they could understand what it's like to wear such a heavy mantle.
Yeah, sure.
And Noose starts walking to the thing. He gives a single look to Eclipse and then turns around. And
I'm
keeps
gonna whisper.
walking.
I'm gonna whisper to Ogden. I think he still hates me.
Oh yeah, no, you're picking up on that. That's
Just a little bit.
I'd try and maybe sober up a little more before you have that heart to heart.
Doing my best. Do you have any snacks?
I've only got tea. Just got warm tea. Like, pull a thermos out of the side pocket of my cargo shorts. Just get some of this in you.
Ooh. Is that Jasmine?
No. It's a Solgarian oolong.
Ooh.
It's a black tea. Black
Okay.
tea. Oh, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be this one. This will curl your nose hairs for sure.
You mean my whiskers?
No, I mean the hairs inside of your nose that are for grabbing.
I don't have
Clinton.
hairs in my nose. I just have like little skin tags.
There's
She got a lot of mucus in her nose like me.
he just kind of blows.
Ugh, gross.
right. Well then, it will certainly loosen your mucus.
And as you guys are walking, you eventually do get to like this kind of like path, like a stone path, and it's kind of like the front gates of the Rose Court that have been reinforced a bit with a bunch of thorns and rose thorns and roses. And one of the roses kind of elongates and stretches out and hovers in front of Noose's face and just says, "Password."
Pickleberry.
And it shoots back up into the gate, and the gates open.
Captain Pickleberry.
As he looks back at you guys.
Aye, aye.
Aye, Captain.
Now we're at home. We have guests.
And
Pop, 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 pop.
And he taps in a very rhythmic manner on the walls, almost as if it's a code to whoever is inside.
the doors open, and immediately as the doors open, the smell of cooking stew kind of wafts out. And she's like, "Oh, hi, New." And she looks up and locks eyes with her son, and just runs to Ogden and gives him a hug.
Mama!
Yeah, this guy.
Oh.
She leans back, looks you over for wounds, grabs the side of your face, is examining it to making sure you're okay.
Just this leaky one. That's it. That's all. Just this leaky curse. A book gave it to me, Mom. You said reading it never hurt anyone. Ah.
Where's everyone else? Are they okay?
A lot of them are at the ship. They some elected to come on this jaunt, and some elected to stay at the ship.
You'll have to tell me how you got a ship here.
Oh. I can't remember. I think we did some. Oh, I cast some sort of planar spell.
Oh. You must be getting better at your studies and your magic.
Oh. You wouldn't believe that. Oh, and the ship talks. I can talk to the ship. It's great.
Well, I'm glad you made new friends. And she looks at the only person in this group she hasn't met before.
He was in a vase that I was cradling. I thought he'd be your new grandson or some such.
Oh,
Not the case.
He's quite
This
old.
is a
He
clone.
looks a little older than a grandchild should be.
Right?
Hello,
Oh.
I'm Marion Boon. I'm Ogden's mother.
Very nice to meet you. I am Baxter Ornstein von Huxley IV, as of Solspitza, which currently is destroyed, so that means nothing. My name means nothing. Everything about me means nothing, so forget about it. I'm a nobody. Don't worry about it.
All right. A cheery bunch. She sees Eclipse. Hello.
Hello, Miss Boone.
Well, come in. I'm cooking dinner, and I did make enough. So, yeah. She slaps Ogden in the stomach. Gotta get some meat on you.
You know me. I can't resist. Yeah.
Noose gives a slap on his belly, a little extra hard.
Pink belly. Ow.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, but you got no. We needed to fatten up. I kind of thought you guys. You saw some of my work there. That guy's what we're gonna be eating. He's a tasty guy.
Oh, good. You got some good stuff out of it. The meat as well. Good.
Yeah.
And and some vegetables just to be safe.
Yeah, that stuff.
A lot of interesting vegetables grow here. So
Yeah. Oh.
I picked a carrot the other day that was talking. So that was exciting.
Yeah, I had to put it down. It was a sad affair.
But everything's been okay since we got here. Yeah, come on, dinner. There's lots to talk about.
Yeah.
I assume. Come on in.
If you don't mind, Mom, if you got extra ingredients, maybe pre-chopped or anything like that, I'd love to collect and file those away. I've got a friend on the ship. I don't know if you met her. I don't think you have. She's trying to catalog and she really wants to have some Feywild
Feel free to go.
flora and fauna.
Feel free to go out in the garden anytime. There's stuff growing there.
Perfect.
We've done a lot of scouring through this place ever since the last time I was here. She looks kind of upset and scarred. Kind of like she doesn't want to think about her previous stay here with Thalran.
Deuce sees that and immediately changes the subject.
So Ash and Leia dead? What's going on?
Actually, Leah is who I am collecting the ingredients for. She is still alive, and she made me promise to do something for you that I will probably. I don't want to force you to read something you don't want to read, but she did.
No, let's give it a look. That's cool.
Okay.
Are you sure? All right, because I told her I would make sure that you read it, but I also don't want to force you to read it if you don't want to.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean, don't.
Yeah, I mean, she's clearly wanting to send me something, so I'll read it.
Okay.
And she kind of
Also,
Marianne kind of gives Noose like a little pat on the head.
Oh. He makes it kind of like a almost like a noise that he didn't want to let out, but it just sounds like such a noise of comfort and like feel goodness that he's just like when he gets head pats, he's just like, oh.
It'll be all right. I'm right here.
also,
Thanks, Mrs. Boone.
I look at my mom and give her a quick, imperceptible wink. I'm like, yeah, cool. You're right.
She flashes a really quick smile.
Yeah. You should know. I was gonna try and give you an elaborate prank too. I got out pranked by the best. You know, if you wanted to come back, you could definitely be captain of the pranks. But we can talk about that
Captain
later.
of Pranks. That sounds good. Oh, man.
So Ogden.
Here's just take some time, read that note, take a breath.
Right, so
We can have dinner. Let's have dinner.
So Ogden hands you this letter, and it's bound up, and it's rolled up with a cat collar with a bell attached to it. So when he hands it over, the bell kind of goes ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah, he grabs it and then side eyes Eclipse and opens the letter.
I will send you the letter that Brittany wrote.
Eclipse looks away when he looks at her. Like, she looks down nervously.
All right, I sent you the letter. Its contents. You guys just see Noose kind of unfurl the scroll and start reading it.
Yeah. Yeah, and under his breath, he's just like,
The cycle of life and death is supposed to be complicated. Birth, death sounds simple. But when you ended my cycle and spoiled you by stabbing my heart, I was reborn. The cycle began again, and I didn't know how to process that, so I was angry.
and you see him start to kind of drift off and drift into thought as he gets deeper into what's being said. And I'm gonna be reading it, just so you guys
Okay.
know.
Anyways, Ogden, dear, would you like to come? Actually, yes. Ogden, Henry, Baxter, you look like you're capable. Would the three of you like to come help me set the table?
I will be teaching them the proper Boon way to set a table.
I hope you would.
Thank you. I may earn a new captainship with this. Captain of table setting.
And she ushers the three gentlemen into
Yep.
the dining room area.
Yeah, the important thing is no one cares about forks. We're off.
Yeah, we've had to sort of not stop using forks. It's more fun to eat with your hands. I have come to find out
Perfect.
from our little friend outside. And she sets out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bowls. And then she puts out a little tiny bowl beside Ogden's that has like water and some seeds and some like little grubs in it. That's for Icarus if he's still around.
Oh yeah, mama.
And she gives the thumbs up. That's for you, darling. And she starts to pour stew in everyone's bowls. She says, "I'll wait for the others to get in here so it's hot for them. You know what? And she kind of like, we'll talk first." And she kind of sits down at a seat, and she kind of motions for like everyone else to sit down that's in here. So that's Baxter, Henry, and Ogden.
You see Noose kind of just falling apart in a corner.
Not sure where I stand with News. I'm gonna like quietly walk over to him and like gently start rubbing his shoulder comfortingly.
And he gives you a hug. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna hug News back.
And
It's all right,
Marion
News.
Boone kind of leans back in her chair. "I think I did a good job."
I feel so bad.
No, we were all shitty people that day. It's okay.
Oh. Oh. Way's not so bad. Ash is an asshole. But Way's not so bad.
I mean, Ash has been getting better. He has a young child under his influence, so he's been trying to be less of an asshole.
Oh boy, I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah, he
In this letter,
died
in this
earlier
letter
today.
it says that he died. Yeah. This letter says he died.
That was this
I mean,
morning.
like-
It was really sad. I told him a fake story about my childhood, and I just fucked him over, and it's my fault.
No one's trying to assign blame or we live a rough and tumble life, so no one's trying to fault anyone.
News. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
News. This I don't know if Leah put it in a letter, but check my soul.
Oh. Wait. Hold on. Get down here.
And he like
gonna kneel.
yanks you down by the
gonna-
collar.
I'm gonna kneel down in front of News.
And then he like pries your eye open like,
What's you got going on there?
Do you see them?
Oh no. Oh.
No more dingleberries.
You're bereft of dingleberries! Oh, that's so cool! Give us a high five! You killed that asshole? Oh, I wish I would have been there.
He almost killed me. It was technically Henry who ripped his head off in a pretty badass moment, but yeah, he's dead now. For realsies, like we were in the Nine Hills like yesterday.
In my heart, you were the killing blow. You were his weakness.
Yeah.
He had something on you, and you had something on him,
Mhm.
and you were the one that killed him. In my heart, that's how it is.
and he gives you another hug.
I'm just gonna. I guess Noose and I are just gonna sit together for a while.
Okay. Marianne's gonna say,
Pretty much.
Marianne's just gonna be like, "All right, well,
Lived forever.
you two can sit beside each other." I originally had. Well, I set up the table so Ogden was. Anyways, come, sit at the table. The stew is hot. It'll make you feel so much better. It's a Silgarian recipe. Lots of Silgarian spices are in it. Well, the ones that I had on me. When Noose
You're doing it smells perfect.
rescued me, and she starts to pour stew for everybody. There's like chunks of like fey stag meat in it, and some vegetables are kind of hidden through it.
You guys would have also noticed that Noose has gotten an exceptional pot belly based on all of the delicious food that you probably put together at this point that he's been getting lately.
It's like a beer gut.
Yeah, And
yeah, kinda.
Marion also starts pouring some wine. She's like, we found a bunch of wine in the cellar of this place, so it's all
not
safe.
the
It's all safe. We
Okay, I just
Noose
there's
made sure it was okay.
this particular vineyard.
I understand. I remember.
Yeah.
Vividly.
She knows about and Noose grabs his ears because they've
Little-
had the change happen.
Yeah.
She knows about the crazy juice.
It's a really choice movement, Garrett.
Oh yeah.
These are my ears. These are my ears. These are my ears. I'm tugging on my ears.
She just
Hey.
kind of says, I think we should get the not so great stuff out of the way first. That way we can spend all night talking about the good stuff. I don't know if any of you know, but your friend Grump passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent him that message. It's alright.
And he puts an arm on Ms. Boone and it's just like I told him it was
Okay.
a rough one. And he looks at
Yeah.
Ogden after saying that.
Well, I guess we should also tell you that you remember Everly, right?
Oh
What is-
yeah, she was the greatest. She is the best. She was she was a really good friend. Oh man, how's she doing? What's going on? Is she really kicking it with our buddy Galen? How's Galen doing?
Well, along as she's in a similar state of Grump, along with most of the inhabitants, if not all of the inhabitants of Saltspitze on Esselvar.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Well, you remember Asmodeus, the guy who was trying to take over the material plane?
Yeah.
He may or may not have, just thrown a bunch of meteors at Solspitzer as he was coming through. And he may or may not have complete control over the material plane.
I don't care what happened to Hillary.
She
Forget
was burned up and possibly crushed by a giant meteor.
What? That's all.
I'm gonna, squeeze Noose's hand.
Like just
Dude.
wide-eyed look at Eclipse.
Henry is like
Who's gonna find out eventually?
Henry's like mid spoonful of stew, and he's just like,
He's gonna, rub Noose's back. But I'm pretty sure everyone else is alive.
I tried to help Galen. I promised I would help him. I killed his
He
dad
was
because
12, so he was older than 2, so he aged up a few years before he got a few more years of life.
wait, what?
Yeah,
He
he's
by the end
12.
he was old. By the end he had lived more than you, buddy. That's cold comfort, I know. But maybe he would have taught you a thing or two.
I don't know. I do know about the sins of the flesh now. I bet he didn't. But
Save that for this evening when we're talking about the happy news, alright?
Really? Really?
Yeah, I mean, she went out in a blaze of.
What are you talking about? What happened?
And he's gonna look at Ogden.
Your turn.
Well, what happened is we've come in contact with a source of evil that specifically targeted people and places we had been. And one of those places was Solspitze. Now, the one thing I can say is that now that we're with you, that sort of action can be avenged, not so much undone. But that is one thing I maybe will file this under medium news, not so much bad or good. There's another one of those beings that you killed with the green knife.
Oh, White. Oh, White.
Yeah, there's another.
And he immediately just hands over that item to Ogden.
Well, hold on to it for a sec. I mean, we're eating. I don't want to juggle a green knife while I'm eating.
He puts it in the middle of the table. He puts the soul breaker, just drops it like a heavy, like 75-pound rock in the middle of the table.
Takes the shape
That's
of
how
a
he
rock.
drops it.
Okay.
No,
It is a weapon.
he feels that it is a huge weight, and he just drops it on the table.
Yeah. As soon as he drops it, it just turns back into its original shape.
Was that original
I
shape
don't
for
think
those
you-
of us
I
who
don't think
definitely
anyone saw
remember,
what the
but for the
original shape
audience.
was. The original.
I think it was like a rod or something. It was something kind of. I think it might have been just a plain old dagger, but I'm
It
not
was
sure.
a plain old dagger. Yes, so it does still retain the shape of a dagger, but yeah. Noose would know some specific stuff about it that other people don't know.
Yeah.
Marion kind of just looks at
And
it
Noose
strangely.
has been attuned to it, so upon releasing it, it does feel like a huge weight, and he's not trying to hide it either, but you would see a huge weight off of his shoulders when he drops it in front of all of you in the middle of the table.
Carnifex kind of speaks. Oh yeah, we killed someone else you don't like.
Oh, really?
Oh, Carnifex, please. I'm trying to eat.
Everyone's alive.
No, go on.
Noose is like tearing into the thing that he killed.
Go on, I'm ready.
Well,
Is a
technically,
dash of good news.
Leah killed them.
Wait, what?
When we fought Velakash, he was with Monroe Quigson.
I would have killed her. What are you saying? That's dumb.
She was
What do you mean?
animated by Asmodeus, we believe.
And he looks at Eclipse as if to like gauge whether she's okay with this news.
I mean, I was there. I did see her body. I was mostly focused on Velikesh, but Eclipse, or no, Leah was doing a lot of damage to
Yeah.
Monroe.
Leah crushed her head,
Oh, that good on her, I guess.
and then her the body was dragged away by Asmodeus.
He just kind of looks up and around as if to try to find Pipshin, knowing pretty much that he won't see Pipshin, but just in that sense of like he kind of sends out feelers as to like what's going on with this. He definitely killed this person already, and there's clearly something going on based on the descriptions these people have been giving. So he's kind of like scanning the area and reaching out with his mind to Pipshin about this quandary.
Okay. But she's dead. Again. I killed Velakash. Well, it was Carnifex technically. But,
Wait, what, you?
Mm. Yes, I popped his head off with my flail, my chains.
What?
Noose, like, lets a little bit of the soup dribble out of his mouth. What that?
I mean, good job, Henry.
And
It was a team.
he'll
It was a
go
team
to, like,
effort.
and he'll go to, like, give him a, like, high five or fist bump depending on what he's feeling.
Henry goes for a handshake.
Yeah, and then he like winks and goes, Carnifex.
Chains kind of wrap around the hand, and yeah, just. Also, one more bit of news that I know of. I don't know if you know Ogden. Your sister mentioned she spoke to you about your father.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm,
gonna go see him?
yeah, we have to. We've got things we're doing. It's on my to-do list. What, Mom? It's on my to-do list. We're clearly saving the world. One pretty shitty dad is not worth the price of the entire world. Is that what you're saying? This got heavy. This got real heavy. We were on our way to good news. We were on our way to good news.
Noose is slowly, like, eating soup and, like, making his eyes dart between the two, and Baxter's just like, yes, of course, all right, yes, I'm familiar with this family dynamic, it's fine.
Serge also had a shitty dad experience.
So, I assume I assume there's things you probably want to say to him, to his face.
Well, yeah. I mean, his treatment of you treated you very shantily. I don't like that. I don't cotton to that. And he's sitting here.
I can handle myself, but
I know. I'm not trying to white knight you.
How would you feel though, if you never got to say what you wanted to say to him and it was too late?
He's a grown, powerful man who got himself into a situation. I will see him when I see him, and I will see him. I'm sorry. I don't mean to use my. I'm sorry. Sorry to use my rough guy, tough guy voice with you, Mom.
It's fine.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. Don't need to be a rough guy, tough guy with you.
I just don't want you to live with any regrets or held-in feelings.
I mean, is he gonna regret his feelings?
People change.
Sorry. Well,
Look what we saw here today.
it's a very good point. You're a very sweet human. I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
It's a good point. I'll put it. I'll bring it up on the queue list of priorities. Just under the world, though. If I choose between the
Fair
world
enough.
and someone who was a bit of a shit, the world's gonna wait. World's gonna wait. Is rough guy, tough guy talk. Sorry.
Noose, with tears in his eyes, hops off his chair, goes around, and gives Ogden a big hug.
Hey, bud. I knew it. I knew you'd get your paws on me. I knew you'd have to get your paws on me. I knew it was coming.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Thanks for giving me
so much.
I missed you too. Oh, thank you for sending me that message. I'm sorry that was scary. That had to suck. But
It was very scary. I wished you were there. I felt like you could. I missed you so much, Ogden.
I miss you too, buddy. I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks. And he squeezes you very tightly.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here too. we'll save our rough guy, tough guy talk for the next person who tries to mess with us, huh?
That's right.
That's right.
We'll kill him. We'll kill him dead.
You know, Mom doesn't like death talk at the table. Not too much, at least.
That's right. No, not too much.
Not too much.
Miss Boone is...
Some good news.
Oh, good.
Kelwin's
Oh,
alive.
yeah. Kelwin's back.
Wait, what?
Baby.
Wait, what? That guy was that guy had the whole, like...
Right?
And he, like, puts his hand up to, like, signal, like, a head beheading.
Yeah.
What, oh... Wait, what? What happened?
I think Ash made a deal with Pipshin? Or a demon?
Based on my
Maybe?
experience with hell, probably a devil.
Yeah, so in Velikesh's lair, we found all the bodies and heads of people he had decapitated. And Ash reunited Kelwin's head with his body. And asked whatever entity to restore him to his semi-undead living state.
Baxter's gonna chime in and be like, wait, are you saying he made a deal with both a devil and a deity?
Yes.
You know, I gotta tell you, Ash has been wheeling and dealing, and frankly, it's kind of always been his MO to do dealings with deities,
I mean,
semi-deities.
Either that is incredibly intelligent or incredibly stupid, depending on how it turns out, I suppose.
I think it's probably a coin flip either way.
I think it's pretty weird that Pipshin showed up for Ash to bring Joseph back. That was weird. Right? Am I the... Then Aaron just
Considering
more
he's
stew.
been ignoring my calls.
Well, he did say you weren't one of his disciples, so that's why.
It's the thought that counts, okay?
Eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
You see Noose kind of like waddle over, and he just kind of like it tugs on your coat a little bit or your armor.
I lean down.
However you feel it.
And you're just like, Pipshin heard you. I heard you.
And he like just puts his head slightly against her armor.
Eclipse starts
like-
crying again.
Yeah.
I thought you just hated me and I was a horrible person.
I
I'm
have
just
some.
gonna like hug Noose.
I have
from
some
the
good
floor.
news.
Oh yeah. Spill it out,
She
Mama.
turns to Ogden. You're going to have a baby brother.
With Noose?
No.
Noose goes like,
Noose, was this the sense of the flesh you were talking about?
Hold on. Be
All right,
cool.
fine.
And also, congratulations!
Oh, now I feel bad because Noose and I were planning a prank if we ever saw you again, and this was
Oh.
it. Didn't really go how I expected.
I gotta tell you, Mom, you and I both are we're not pranksmans. We're not prank doers. we're it's not in. I don't think it's in our bones. I don't think A for effort. I love that, but I think we should maybe leave the pranking to people who are far better at
It's
it.
all. Miss Boone, you are the best person I know. It's all about the level of commitment to the plank.
Oh, that makes sense.
100%. 100%.
Really all in
You gotta go in. Until they buy it, you just gotta keep digging. And then it finally kicks in.
So wait, you are or you're not pregnant?
I'm not. But also,
She is pregnant!
oh,
It was me!
so
I'm gonna do a little lo-fi for Noose.
this ship that you got into the Feywild,
Oh yeah, the snow minnow.
Snow Minnow.
Oh yeah. So it runs on, is powered by possessed by the heart of a giant.
Your father would love that, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah. You know what? He wouldn't love it, and I love that. I'm cool with that. I'm very okay.
So there you go. You should probably go see him and show it off.
You know, the thing is we keep talking about him, and it brings out my rough guy, tough guy voice. I'm sorry. It gets my cockles up. Just rough guy, tough guy voice.
So
all right. Can you imagine me on the just proudly standing on a ship, and someone prestidigitating, lightning wings behind me as I say, "Oh, look at this ship that's run on the giant heart. Look at me now."
I'm gonna prestidigitate what he was describing behind him. Just
look at me now. Look whose giant studies paid off.
I'm imagining sparklers and stuff. Sparklers and stuff out extending out from his hands.
All right. How did you get this ship? I'm very curious. I thought Noose told me you had one that wasn't so great, but now you have.
That's right.
Is the sentient one the not so good one?
No, this one. The ship is amazing. Noose. It was Quixon's boat that we stole.
How did you get it to work? That thing was
Ogden made friends with
cold.
the giant heart. He made friends with the heart. Yeah. He made friends with it.
Ogden. How did you do that?
The same way I made friends with everyone. You just gotta have pardon the pun, open heart. You just gotta have an open heart and a conversation that just gets down to the bare bones of it.
You know, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, Ogden.
Yeah. You just gotta go. We have a captain of propulsion that we may need to upgrade Leah's status to a different captain, because I think the ship is gonna essentially run itself. So that's pretty great. As long as me and Thror.
Yep.
Checks notes.
Sure.
Me and Thror, we're getting along thick as thieves. So hopefully, that'll be.
So he's all right with that?
What was that?
I mean, it's a heart being like a soul being held captive in a ship.
Oh no, I made a deal with him.
Lots of deals happening recently.
Hey, Ash isn't the only dealsman. I've been known to make a deal. I'm gonna free this ship. Oh, I'll talk to Thror. I'll explain my very specific dad issues, and maybe he can we can do a sale buy. I can do one sale buy.
Hold on.
What
do you mean? You're gonna free the ship? What does that mean?
It means I'm gonna get the heart back to where it needs to go. Dragonspear. Once we've
Dragonspear. That's a very cold place. Do you have clothes for the weather? Do you need some?
Mom, check this out. Does anybody have any ice? Does anybody have ice? Show me ice. Oh, I've got a whole staff. And I hold up my hand and just cast what would really be a really freezing spell, and just comes off of it. It's just big icicles that would normally I imagine I can see her reacting to the cold of
She goes to rush over to see if you're okay.
No, it's good. This.
She grabs your hand forcefully and starts looking for frostbite.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm good. Mom.
And then she just slaps you on the side of the head.
Oh, my tongue! Ow! Ow!
She looks at Icarus.
Ow!
You need to keep a better eye on him, a closer eye on him.
Ow! Smack my hand against the table, the ice cracks off. Ow! I'm fine. I can.
Well, you're son is trying to say is that he's a very powerful wizard and he knows how to take care of himself in most situations.
Maybe this is why his father and him didn't get along. They're very similar. And sorry, honey, but it's true. You're both kind of curious.
Well, we both have hair trigger tempers. Yeah, okay. I'll admit it. Rough guy, tough guy voice coming out.
Ogden, calm down.
I'll put it away. I'll put it back.
Noose, I think that prank was a little too mean.
Oh, yeah.
See, like I said, Mom, I was showing you. I pranked myself to prank you, and I did it wrong. See, we're not pranks people. I pick up some of the ice, put it on my face from the slap.
The ice didn't hurt. He takes some of the ice that fell off and he puts it on his face from the slap. Oh, that's so good.
And as you all eat this stew, it has like a warming and a healing property to it. So I'll just say, for the sake of this, yeah, everyone can get heal back to full. No benefits of long rest yet, but just heal right to full. And no more poisoned, cool. No more drunk.
Yay! Oh, I'm also not prone.
Okay, cool.
Because you've had a pretty hearty meal. And you kind of just... So, what's the plan, then? Are you visiting? I know there's some tricky.
You guys might realize. You guys might realize that this is probably the first time you've seen Baxter eat, and he was like feral with how much he ate, and he was just like.
It'll still be there. There's tons of leftover. There's tons more.
Yeah, Mom cooks for an army.
Feels like it's been days, weeks since I've eaten.
Yeah, you all looked a little...
Thank you.
You all looked a little hungry.
That was so good.
There's plenty more.
Felt bad swallowing because of how delicious it tasted in my mouth. That was so good. Wow.
Yeah, it's great. This is I know I seem like a pretty lively person, but oh boy, you should see. If you had seen me right at age 12, I was like a bean bag with toothpick arms.
We got Justin crying with laughter.
I am
We got the deal.
familiar.
I want that on
Yeah.
my shirt. I didn't want to swallow. It tasted so good in my mouth.
Felt bad swallowing. I'm gonna lean over to Dave and say, "Hey, when you get a chance, could I go into the Void Maw? I have some things I need to get from my old bunk."
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. Sorry to eavesdrop. I got it right here.
If you need to pop it out, there's a lake just out back. That's where
Yeah.
I catch fish and stuff.
Yeah, but right now
Great.
not the best.
Yeah, you remember as soon as it's uncorked, the entire ship comes out of the bottle.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like,
Oh,
there's
right.
monster in the lake at night. It's like,
Everyone dies in the kitchen.
We all
was
get
like, I got it.
squashed for
Wow.
like
Sam and Brittany come back
like-
next week. Where is everyone? Oh, they died.
yeah,
And,
yeah, 10d10. like,
yeah, so she starts, Marianne starts like picking up the bowls and everything and cleaning up, and
No, Mom, I got that. I got that.
she
Yeah.
smacks you on the hand with a
Noose-
spoon. Just
Ow! That's twice you've struck your child tonight. Twice.
don't make it a third.
And I
Nice.
did another piece of ice.
Noose
I love you.
points at him and just is like, you know.
I know. I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
I
And
love you so much.
I'm just gonna go clean up and grab dessert. And she kind of smiles a little bit. Interesting. And she walks into the kitchen, and she's gonna be gone for a few moments to kind of get ready and stuff. And Henry's just spoon he's like, oh, his bowl's gone, so he's just like, oh, that was so good. He's kind of like rubbing his belly. Oh.
Go ahead.
No.
Okay, I'd like to just by myself go out to the lake and open up the void maw and grab
Okay,
some things.
It appears in the lake as it was left. The starscape kind of motif on the sails. Everything, or the sails were like gaping maw, and then the side of the ship was painted like a starscape.
Mm-hmm. You're like, nostalgically rub the wood, and then go to my bunk.
I'm so sorry.
Grab a few things.
All right, you get on, you get onto the deck of the ship. And you kind of go down to your bunk to grab your stuff. What's your passive perception?
Not good. It's 14.
14. Okay, cool. You walk down and kind of standing by some barrels in the crew quarter area where you're getting down to where you need to go. You just see two kind of children staring at you from these barrels. They're transparent, and they just both disappear. Just
grab my stuff, quickly run off and put it back in the bottle.
Okay.
Fuck. I know that now.
Mm-hmm.
Grab my stuff, run off the ship, put it back in the bottle, and run inside.
Okay. You guys see Eclipse come back in. Looks a little
shaken.
Yeah.
Did you say you put the ship back in the bottle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I hand it.
You remember just say pickleberry?
Yes.
Okay.
Pickleberry. I tried to say it like Noose.
Pickleberry.
Yeah, pickleberry.
Pickleberry.
Oh god, I'll have to unbutton these cargo shorts to make room for dessert. Ah.
I'm gonna put the ship on the table and sit down. So, did anyone else notice that the ship is haunted now?
Henry shakes his head. No.
Wait, what?
Wait, the one we have
No,
docked in the swamp?
Yeah. No, the void maw.
No, never saw any ghosts.
I definitely just saw two ghosts in the
I hadn't even opened it.
What did they look like?
I'm pretty sure I have their names written down, I swear. I just need to go back and find it. I'm pretty sure it was one of those kids we had a while ago. Peter and Ted and Wilf that we rescued from that.
Yeah, Noose goes like,
That I think died when we went to the Feywild the first time.
Oh no.
As this is happening, this horror is up on everybody's faces. You hear someone singing. I don't know if I have the words right. I peel the skin, crack the teeth, something, flesh.
I better be fucking Marion.
And Marion walks out of the kitchen holding a cake with exactly... Let me check this because I gotta remember something. Exactly 11 candles on it. And she sets it down on the table and says... She looks at Noose and says, Icarus told me your friends were coming.
Yeah.
And I kind of made this ahead of time.
Yeah.
And she cuts a big slice of this chocolate tier cake with some berry, a berry jam in the middle that nobody recognizes but Noose and Marion as berries from the Feywild. And she kind of slides the piece over to Noose. And says, oh, I totally forgot. I haven't done a birthday in so long. There's like a candle stuck in your slice, kind of still burning. You need to make a wish. Blow out the candles. You can't tell anybody what the wish is, or it won't come true.
It's very important. Very important.
Even I've heard of that.
No. No. Well, what if my wish is that's too much?
There's never too much for a wish.
Come on, Noose. You deserve it.
Oh.
And he makes a wish, and I'm gonna type it to Justin.
Okay.
Blows out the candle.
Okay. Now, I didn't make enough cake. I made enough cakes for everyone, but everyone didn't show up.
We did get attacked by sirens earlier today, so some of us thought it best to stay back and
Makes sense.
guard the ship.
Emil, we can give you the cakes to take with you.
Yeah, do you have like a Tupperware or something that we could take it back in?
Never heard of it.
Well, we'll figure out. We'll find a way to get everyone there. Well made, hard-earned a cake. It can't be easy to find ingredients for a cake here.
No, not really.
But
The eggs, you don't want to know how I got the eggs.
I don't.
Well, how Noose got the eggs. Everything else, the flour was kind of interesting to come by, but I guess living with Noose is he's kind of rubbed some of his traits off on me. I find myself exploring a little bit from time to time.
It makes you resourceful.
Not too far. I don't stray too far from this place. But yeah.
Well, I love it. I love to see you thriving. Mom, this is what you always wanted, adventure in the Feywild. This is fantastic. I love seeing you live your dreams.
Yeah.
Noose
Oh,
looks
this
at
cake.
Noose
my
looks at
God.
Marion, and you see him look very awkward with how he holds the fork and knife, but he tries to be very respectful in how he cuts the cake with his cake slice and eats it like a proper person as opposed to just shoving it in his toothy maw.
She looks at
He's just like he looks at Marion Boone and is just like
Noose and
cuts it
smiles
very
and just
carefully.
says, "What are you doing? It's your birthday." And she sets down her fork and knife and just starts shoveling the cake with her hands, just into her mouth. Just.
Oh, you're the best. Ow.
And she looks at everyone, expecting them to do the same.
Oh, yeah. Oh, already in. Ogden's already in.
Henry's just like, all right.
Prestidige. Baxter's just like, well, you had it the first time, and he's still very proper. Eats it like the only goddamn gentleman he knows, but is still trying to be respectful.
So, when I assume you're all leaving soon?
Probably stay the night. If
Well-
I don't want to impose on you.
No. You don't want to travel the Feywild at night. That's when the
Oh.
tricky Fey come out, and there's a place near here. Noose and I stumbled upon it during one of our many adventures that we have. We don't stray too far, maybe about a mile or two away.
Noose winks at Ogden, in like a knowing like, I got your buddy.
Yeah, cool. And it's like a
We found this sort of group of Fey dancing in the woods. They invited us. They invited us to join. But something kind of prevailed over the both of us, and we decided not to. And there is a great library here, and we got curious and looked it up. And apparently there are these Fae who travel at night, luring travelers into endless dances that never end. And, well, you don't want to travel too far at night here.
Yeah, it's very tricky.
Yeah, and there's talking
Yeah.
vegetables, too.
I'm gonna slide a roll of
That we
parchment
have
over
to
Ogden
euthanize.
while we're having this conversation.
Sorry, what are you sliding over to Ogden?
A roll of parchment. It's like, you don't have to read it now, but I just thought you should have it.
Well,
I give it a quick look.
It's the first few lines say, to Ogden, I don't exactly know how to start something like this. And then it, I guess it could be considered a thank you letter, but that doesn't quite feel right. Those are the first few lines.
Yeah, I can peruse this whenever.
Marion kind of like narrows her eyes a little bit, like she's examining what's happening. Well, if you all need rooms for the night, I can easily accommodate that. There's numerous rooms here in this strange building.
Oh yeah. There's also we've walked through these halls. If I'm not mistaken, we've
There's other
put it under
stuff.
new management.
Yeah, there's other stuff that we didn't find that day you were all here last. Noose and I have kind of explored this place as best as possible. There's other areas of this place we haven't explored, but everything should be fine and safe now that he's gone. The garden where he had his trees, we have revamped into my vegetable and fruit garden.
No worries. We've taken care of it, Ogden.
And he attempts to try to fill in the gaps so that Marion Boone doesn't have to relive any of the trauma that she went through.
It's been really nice here. And I think I don't want to go back.
Great. This is perfect for you. This is your This is your dream.
It is.
Yeah, and I can, I'm getting quite powerful. I'm going to be able to learn enough magics to make sure that you can stay safe, and I can visit. This is your dream.
Yeah, and you know how before I was taken away here, I was really sick?
Yeah, I remember.
I think something about this place and its craziness and its wildness is suppressing something like some of my sickness.
I've never seen your hair glow quite as much as it does here, Mom.
Noose goes up to Ogden and kind of whispers to him.
Your mom is an agent of chaos. She's adorable.
You should have seen her when she had to raise 2 agents of chaos herself. You think that slap was hard? Whew. She has a scowl that could freeze water.
And
I have seen it. And it gives me nightmares.
she gathers up the plates and the cake, well, the devoured cake, and she kind of brings it back into the kitchen. She comes out with a little box. She hands it to Noose.
Oh. What's this?
I just wanted to thank you for all the help you've been these last few weeks here. Well, actually, I think it's been actually, I've lost track of time here. It's really insane. I think it's actually been a few months for us here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just wanted to thank you for how good you've been, and if you didn't show up when you did at my home, I would have been dead. So,
Oh, Miss Boone, you have no idea how much you've helped me.
and she
And
kind of
he hugs her.
she kind of has a little tear come out when she hugs Noose, kind of pats him on the head. And I know everything went kind of not so great around your birthday. That's kind of why I did it through this whole thing together. And that's for you.
Yo. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on, open it.
And he kind of looks at it. He kind of looks at it, and you can see that his curiosity is getting definitely the best of him. And he kind of looks at her, and he's just like,
Go on.
and he starts to dig in.
Alright, you dig in, and inside is one of the many mossy antlers you've harvested from the numerous stags in the area, but it's been fashioned into a flute.
Oh. Doodle doot, doodle doot.
Starts playing hot cross
I
buttons.
thought it'd be fun for you to have a little instrument to go along with the song you sing when you're getting ingredients.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Dude,
Can I
Yeah. Want to hear it?
And he goes, and he picks it up, and he just goes. And it sounds a little bit like a recorder and a little out of tune.
I think I gotta get better at this. Alright, I think I'm getting it.
She smiles and says, "Oh, one more thing I forgot." She kind of grabs something from under the table and pulls out another box. This one's kind of bigger.
He looks around at everybody.
Well, you've got to. It's a gift. Open it up.
You can see like sweat dripping down his head. He's just like,
What do you mean?
Well, it's not every day your baby boy turns 11. I'd get your presents.
you're an official tween.
Alright.
and he goes to grab it.
Okay?
And he starts to open it.
Okay. Noose, you start to open this present, and inside is... No, I wish. Inside is a... it looks like just a clump of fur. Like fur from one of those fey stags. Kind of got the little flowers kind of coming out of it. And there's like a little mushroom poking out of one part. This looks like a lump of just animal skin. And she's like, okay, take it out and put it on.
That's the second time.
He definitely does so.
Okay.
He looks at her as just like,
You see,
and
Noose pulls this just clump of, not clump, but like this big mat of just, it does kind of stink, fur, and it's one of those hats that have the huge flaps on the side.
The deer stalker?
Yeah.
Yep. It's got a flap up here. And I imagine his
Oh,
ears.
no flap at the front, it's just the flaps on the side.
yeah.
Oh, so it's more like a
Hunting cap?
I'm just
or
imagining.
even like an aviator cap from, or like a leatherhead
Yeah.
cap from early football. That's
But they have little things to tie it together, but his ears hold him up, so
Yeah.
there's just like poof, with little tassels.
Mm-hmm. The tassels are definitely made from sinew.
You look very
Mom.
handsome, Noose.
Marion, did you take my weapons to heart? Did you go out and hunt this yourself?
Kind of.
He looks at Ogden, and then looks at Eclipse, and then looks at everybody else, and then looks at her, and he's just like,
I guess we've taught each other. We both taught each other things.
Yeah, and these are nothing like hunting Kymos and Silger.
I'm so impressed. I don't think I could have made anything as good as this.
and he looks at Ogden, and is just like,
Your mom, She's so good at this.
The hat
And he
doesn't look
goes
good
and
at all.
hugs. He goes and hugs Marion Boone. So tight.
She hugs him again. And she says, well, it's getting late here and the nights get pretty strange in the Feywild.
Very strange.
Just the other day, it just, some weird things happened. A fish came crawling out of the lake out back and knocked on the door. We chose to ignore it.
It's usually best to ignore that stuff.
Yeah, when fish knock on a door, it's best to ignore. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I know this child. I know the child's room.
But there's rooms prepared for all of you. I guess I prepared extra rooms for the others I thought were coming, but she kind of looks at Icarus. Thank you for keeping this a secret.
Oh yeah, mama.
And she's like, okay, I'll show you all to your rooms. And she kind of starts walking up the stairs.
So tell me, I want to do. Is there a way I could insight check, or maybe I'll just ask Noose. So, what prank did you have prepared for Ash's room?
Oh, it was a straight up death trap. Oh yeah, all the spikes and everything. There was a lot of spikes. A lot of sharpened bones with like poop on them to hopefully fester the wound and everything.
Yeah, really give him sepsis. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Wow.
Don't worry,
I ask what my room was.
I made it better.
Oh! He hears Eclipse say that, and he goes. You see him like run off, and, like fix a bunch of things.
Marion.
Oh, I don't want to skip past the part about my mom saying she helped make a death trap better.
Yeah, I did. I helped. I went in, made some adjustments. She kind of like leans into Ogden's ear and kind of says, I removed a lot of the traps.
We
What
are
happened?
better at pranks than I thought we were.
At that point, you hear Noose say, "Hey, what happened to my trap?"
Oh, it must have gone off.
Dang it! I must have screwed up. Darn
No,
it.
I don't think you screwed up. Maybe a mouse tripped it or something.
You know, you're right, Miss Boone. I think you're right. I gotta get better. You're the best. And you hear him like start to come back down to meet you guys.
So she gets to the first door and she kind of opens it up, and you see it's been kind of made into like a little study area. There's been like a makeshift bed, like with just numerous like decorative pillows and some blankets, and it's kind of like a bed's been made in this big library kind of area. And she's like, I thought you'd be interested in sleeping in here for the night. Ogden?
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yes. Great. Wonderful. Good. Great. Yes. I love you. Yes. Wow. Great. Sleep? Probably not. Not a lot. Not a lot of sleep happening with Fey Wild books. Oh, you don't know this, Mom. I can read anything. I can read anything. I can read anything.
Okay, no need to be cocky. You're.
I can
I'm
read
gonna
anything.
slowly push Ogden in and close the door behind him.
Thank you. I can read anything.
Before she kind of like stops the door and she kind of is like, the rest of you, Noose can show you to your rooms. And she kind of steps in to talk to Ogden and closes the door behind her.
Just give her a big hug. Oh, thank you so much.
I'm not your mother. No.
Man, I really hope Ogden reads that letter I gave him.
She just looks at Ogden and says, just shakes her head.
It's positive.
Please go find your father. And
I have to. They know about him. He said it in front of the guys. He said it in front of the guys.
I'm sorry.
He said it in front of the guys.
Don't do it for him.
They look up to me, and of course.
She kind of cracks a little smile and hides it real quick. Don't do it for me. Or don't do it for him. Don't do it for you. He went there with your sister to that continent.
Yeah.
And I'd very much like to know that my other child is safe.
Yeah. And I would hate for her to have any heartache over a loss. So.
And how do you think she's feeling with her father gone? The only source of family she has over there.
Hey,
Think about how close you and I are and how close those two are.
I know.
And from what she said about where he was, I'm a little concerned about him. I'm worried about him. Not everything was bad. Not everything.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to live your life with any regrets or anything.
Hey, Mama, we got you to the Feywild. You're living your adventure. You're living your dream. I love that. And I'm going to keep that perfect score going. I'm going to make sure that the people you love are taken care of. And everyone, I'll take care of it. I will take care of it.
And she kind of cracks.
You don't have to worry.
Cracks the door open a smidge and kind of looks out to make sure no one's listening. Closes it. Are you seeing anybody?
Am I?
Yeah.
What? Of course. Yeah, I'm seeing all sorts of people, Mom. Don't talk about dating with my mom. My mom. Mom, it's been a while.
I can
be
tell.
Honest.
Yeah.
I have fallen from grace. Look at this. Look at me. I'm just a sad sack on an island. I'll be honest. I feel like with my work and with adventuring all the time, who's got the time? Who's got the time? And you know what? All I need is me, myself, and I, and a library full of books.
Remember what I said at the dinner table?
Tell me what
about you and Latimer? That's very much a him kind of thought, isn't it? All about him. Me. All I need is me, right?
Okay, you've made a fair point. It's
She kind of smiles a bit and says, I know it's been you and Icarus for quite some time, just the two of you. Realistically, just the two of you. She kind of pokes to where you put the letter. You might want to read that, I think. She kind of kisses you on the forehead. Good night. She kind of...
Well, okay. All right.
She kind of... And she goes, you might want to avoid that book section. And she points to the one in, like, the top right corner.
That one? You realize... you used to say that when there was something especially good I wasn't supposed to get into.
No,
right?
you really don't want to do that. Noose and I were exploring this room, too, to make sure it was safe. And the books started screaming at us, and We both fell unconscious for a couple hours, so best just avoid that one.
I will do that for you. However, in addition to being poor at pranks, you are poor at unenticing someone from wanting to search knowledge. Be that as it may, you're my mother and I love you. Kiss her back on the forehead. I love you so much.
She playfully kind of just slaps you. And
I'll have to conjure more ice, Mom.
And I thought you were a good adventurer. And she kind of smiles and steps out of the room, closing the door behind her, and you can hear her kind of going downstairs.
Spoon. So cheeky, so wise.
And yeah, Noose, you lead the others to their rooms.
Yeah, this way. And he waddles, and then he, like, as he gets to Eclipse's room, he, like, looks at a specific plank in the door, and then, like, steps on it 3 times. Alright, that's fine. And he opens it.
Oh, yeah, Eclipse's room.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Investigation check.
Oh, no longer at disadvantage.
Nope.
Okay. 18.
18, you said.
Would you like me to roll something, Justin?
That's good. Alright. Alright. Yeah, you don't see any traps.
Do I see any recently disabled traps?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
You do.
There's some, like... Yeah, there's, like, springs and, like, metal rods that, like, look like they would, like, snap at you when you walked into the door. There's a kind of foul-smelling bucket kind of stashed under the bed, kind of, like, hidden under the bed. You get the idea there's, like, a foul-smelling bucket placed above the door that would just spill entrails on you, but it's been, like, shoved under the bed.
You see a bunch of dead rot grubs.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I know we're past this now, but,
Yeah, what?
do you mind if I just, I'm gonna go under the bed and
So,
place the bucket of entrails
As soon as
outside
you
the
actually,
door?
as soon as you actually, like, fully step into the room, you feel yourself trip
You can't.
you feel yourself trip like an invisible wire that wasn't there, and all you hear is just this giggle that wasn't Noose, just a giggle in the room, like and a bunch of, like, 20 or so magical pies just appear in the air, and they all slam into you, just and the room is now filthy and covered in cream frosting.
And he just bolts it down the hallway.
Then I'm gonna go running after him.
Henry just like, I think I'll find my room on my own.
Probably a good idea!
Good night, Baxter.
Yes, I suppose I will follow Henry. Maybe my
That's me, hello.
room is, yes, near yours.
I assume we're probably close together. And he just kind of, like, just aimlessly starts, like, exploring to see if he can find his room.
Yeah.
Baxter's like, right, yes. This is very strange.
Yeah, this is a strange place.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah,
And he goes ahead and-
there's some residue from the cream pies on, like, you and Henry.
Yeah.
So that's Noose.
Yes, I've heard so much, but yet so little.
There's a lot to unpack.
There is a lot to unpack. Yes, that was insane.
And as the two of you were, like, walking down the hallway, who wants to be in the lead?
Baxter. Baxter's
Okay.
in the lead.
Baxter's
He's
in the lead.
really looking for... yeah.
Alright. You feel a tug on your ankle as you also trip an invisible tripwire.
Oh, dang.
And a bucket of ice water conjures above your head and just covers you and Henry in ice water.
Oh, that actually feels kind of good and bad, but also kind of good. I hadn't had a good... All right, yes,
Did he travel this entire place?
Maybe we should keep a lookout, Henry.
Yeah.
Yes, slower pace maybe down these halls.
All right.
And he, you see him just kind of analyzing everything as
Henry's
he's,
doing the same.
slowly moving forward.
Carnifex's eyes kind of take over for a bit to, look around. Ogden, what are you doing in your library room before we end the session?
Probably gonna read that note that's burning a hole in my pocket at this point.
Okay.
I will send it to you on Discord.
Okay, is this a note we want to read?
That's up to you. My message is too long.
Oh no.
I'm gotta do it in 2 parts. Give me a second.
All right, we'll get back to it then. Yeah, Baxter and Henry, you guys are just kind of exploring the house.
They're just kind of they're both kind of like shuffling their feet, not lifting them up. Like they're shuffling their feet in front of them. Like
They could be anywhere, Henry.
Henry's like,
he's like,
oh, don't say that.
They
Ah,
would be.
dear. And you guys are kind of like slowly moving down this hallway, and one of the doors just
still drunk.
Yeah.
Still
Oh
drunk.
no, the stew actually got rid of that.
Oh, okay, cool.
And one of these doors magically swings open,
Ah,
and standing in the door is Noose, just blank-faced.
Noose?
Touch him, see if he's okay.
And he goes. Baxter goes to like poke him.
And Noose's mouth opens wide and unnaturally, and a pie just out of the mouth into your face, just
Oh!
and the fake Noose just disappears.
Yeah. Baxter takes a headshot. Oh!
Oh
Falls
dear.
to the ground.
Oh dear.
It's
you all right?
better than getting 20 pies everywhere from all directions.
They have a name for that. Never mind. So. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
lot of choice phrases
I take a
tonight.
lot of psychic damage. So, yeah, Henry walks over and goes, "Are you all right? Oh dear, that looked awful."
Yes, right.
Oh look, and on the door you can kind of see Baxter.
Oh, we must have done that recently.
Oh wait, it wouldn't have a name on it. Sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just an undescript bedroom. And
Okay.
Henry's like, I imagine that might be yours because he doesn't know you at all.
Right, yes, well. Off I go. Wish me luck.
And he's gonna hold up a thumbs up.
Henry gives you a shaky thumbs up,
Yeah.
Mm,
and he starts
Right.
gingerly making his way down the hallway.
Yeah, and you see Baxter just kind of like stepping like very carefully into the room, eventually finding his bed.
And yeah, I won't say what Henry finds because, yeah, I want that to be a surprise for Sam next week. So Henry kind of makes his way eventually down the hallway. You hear a couple choice, "Oh dear!" and then sounds, and then eventually a door closing, and a sigh of relief down the hallway. And that'll bring us back to Ogden.
I'm a slow reader, everyone. I'm almost done. I'm so close.
So he's reading it to himself and quietly.
Have you gotten to
Obviously,
the
I'm not sure
postscript yet? Or is that where you are?
I'm in the postscript.
Okay.
Icarus kind of like flutters onto your shoulder.
Oh, you know my boy's reading my thoughts. Like, we're sharing this.
Mm-hmm. If Icarus is reading it, that also means the DM reads it.
Am I supposed to pass this along to you?
Yeah.
I can send it to you.
Okay.
Alright.
Icarus is just kind of like doing the whole like owl head tilt.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Mama Boon.
Oh, yeah. I miss Mom too.
You think there's any pranks in here?
No, I don't think there is. And
Doesn't
Ogden
seem
Boon,
like it.
No, probably not. Goes and walks over and we'll start with this one. Starts reading.
Okay, it's... You just grab a random book, don't even look at the title, you just grab a random one?
I grab a book in my player's mind, I conjured a bookshelf, lots of tomes. I rolled over to one that was red leather bound, gilded lettering. Didn't even look at the letters. It just was it's a little wider than the books around it, a little taller, but it sticks out. It's got that. It has gold on either side of the title. Just to show you what it is, there's no listed author. It's like a good thick tome, like one that when you grab it, you're like, oh, this is a like every time you feel that spine crack, it's like really nice, like good, like oh, like just so like okay, cool. Just crack it open.
Start flicking through it.
Yeah.
Have you always wanted to grow your own potatoes?
Every damn day.
It's just techniques on how to grow potatoes, different types of potatoes.
Different varietals, different
species, different colors, sizes, what you can things you can do with potatoes.
I mash them, put them in a stew.
And as you're reading this book, Icarus kind of nuzzles into your neck a little bit and says, that's a nice letter, too.
Oh. Yeah, it was a great letter.
And as you read your book on potatoes, everyone finds their rooms and goes to sleep.
I just want to make sure that Garrett knows that once Eclipse finds Noose, not if, when, she's gonna like wrap him up and get cream pie filling all over him, and then prestidigitate herself clean and go to bed.
And that's where we're going to end the session for the week. Garrett, you're playing 2 characters for a bit.
Yeah, it looks like it.
You and Sam can talk about how you keep your sanity.
Narratively, it still doesn't make sense for anyone just to kind of randomly be like, okay, bye. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what happens.
We're walking back. The owlbear gets its revenge on only Baxter, but why?
Dead.
But yeah, that was a fun little session, you guys.
Yeah, it was.
It was really cathartic.
It was cathartic. Oh my gosh, it was so cathartic for me.
'Twas the plan all along. There was the owlbear encounter. I wanted to kind of reinforce some stuff like, hey, not everything you guys see you have to attack. But unfortunately, some party members who do like to attack stuff.
I was a little drunk.
But
A little drunk.
that was a really good session, you guys. I have an episode title in my mind already.
That felt so good.
As soon as you stop recording, you can share it with us.
I will. That was a lot of fun. Noose is back, maybe.
Captain of Pranks.
He might die in the next battle. Who knows?
He could.
Fuck. Communion stump. I will tell Garrett what is the deal with that.
All right.
I know exactly what he uses that for.
But good night, everybody. We'll see you all back here tomorrow night for Shadows over Ravenloft. That's getting spicy too. And again, no games Sunday. because I will be away, but we'll be streaming our pre-recorded one-shot at 1 o'clock Eastern Time on Sunday. That's 1 p.m. And then back here Wednesday for episode 66 of Beneath the Tide. And again, we're raising money for the Bail Project. We're doing so until next Friday. So if you can donate, that's amazing. If you can't right now, I totally understand, because the whole pandemic is making everyone's kind of job situation a little crazy. But yeah. Good night, everybody.